It's the Guns and Radio podcast coming to you once again on a Monday. And I'm sure by now, if you could tell by the title and you could tell by the fact that I'm sitting here all alone, that today is going to be a special collection episode. Scheduling this week, man. Chris had to go put in some extra hours on the old job, and I had to go to the old 77 studios to tape up. We're taped 2 weeks over there now because of, again, scheduling, man. It's getting to be springtime pretty soon. Folks are going on trips, on vacations. I know for me, I'm going to Memphis in 2 days. I'll be on the road and in Memphis, Tennessee for Joan Red. And I am really excited about that and seeing the return of that band. Hopefully everybody watching, if you're going to be in the area or you can make it to the area, then we really hope to see you at the Memphis Family Reunion show, especially if you're somebody that's like me that was there in Memphis during the time of Joan Red, Pro Severe, Saving Abel, all these great bands, man, from that heyday are going to be represented on this show in some way or the other. So that's going to be something that's going to be fun to look forward to. Today on the show, we're actually going to be looking at some songs by Steven Adler, because our next episode is going to be a Steven Adler episode. I believe it's called Another Version of the Truth, because I'm going by memory now. I didn't pre-write my intro this time, so that could be a mistake, but we'll find out. Either way, not Monday, we're going to try our best to have a new episode to you tomorrow. So tomorrow night might even be a live episode. We're going to be bringing you Another Version of the Truth by Adler. But in the meantime, just to keep you on the hype train, just to keep your palate satisfied and get you in the mood for some Steven Adler and what to expect, we've put together this special collection, which is 5 episodes of Steven Adler reviews from both Guns and Radio and Shotcast Saturday. Some of these go way back, because when I say there's 5, that means going by our schedule of reviews that we've done in the past, there's only 5 Adler songs that we've ever reviewed. So this one coming up is going to be the 6th one ever. And so, I mean, it's a rare treat, I guess, that we get to, sometimes a treat, as we're going to see in today's episode, sometimes not so much. But Steven Adler songs are rare to come up in the wheel because there's so few of them in comparison to how much content all the other guys have put out. So I mean, we don't get to show Steven that much love on here, even though we try to as often as we can. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this special collection edition as we look back on some of the greatest and worst, well, all of our reviews ever of Steven Adler. Today, on the Guns and Radio podcast. Now hit that intro.
Listen, motherfuckers, to the show that should be heard. Download on your smartphone the show that you deserve. Streaming fucking bullshit, you know that's what we are. Podcast full of madness, isn't that absurd?
2001 Developments presents
The Return of Joan Red,
hosted by Lafayette's Historic Music Room. Memphis, Tennessee, March 22nd at 7 p.m. Memphis Family Reunion with special guest performances by Zach Myers of Shinedown,
Jared Weeks of Saving Abel, Chris Brown of One Less Reason, and more.
Also featuring Sons on Fire, Roses Unread, and Sleep Theory. Sponsored by Ed Harris Jewelry, Dan Tech Enterprises, Green Monkey Body Jewelry, and Trim Masters.
Tickets available at joanred.simpletix.com.
What the fuck's going on?
well, it's not Shotcast Saturday with the fucking botched intro here. It's welcome to Shitcast Saturdays, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
know, man. What the fuck's going on with us today,
God
man?
damn it.
That was the Monday's episode, wasn't great, and now this episode's off to a fucking wonderful start.
Yeah, put this shit on Botchamania, Matthew.
I know, right? And we're too good to go in and edit any of that, so it's not gonna happen. It's beneath us to do that. So
Work? Fuck that. Got enough of that at all.
oh God, no, ugh. Dude, don't even talk like that on a fucking Saturday. Jeez. Ugh. I mean, I'm still thinking of what the fuck am I going to do for cover art for Spectacle by Velvet Revolver, and the show airs in 2 days.
Yeah. I have an idea. Thinking of spectacles, you could put like all the members of Velvet Revolver, they're wearing like a different spectacle, like glasses.
We'll do like the Trailer Park Boys. We'll put bubbles.
Yeah, dude, we'll have Slash with a monocle.
Oh, that would work. Slash with a monocle. I can actually see that. Like I said, now that's easy to vision. But see, the monocle, actually Slash does wear a monocle. He just wears it under his sunshades.
Under his 2 pairs of sunshades.
I always thought if Slash takes off his shades, there's immediately another pair of shades underneath.
Oh, dude, definitely. I was gonna say, his eyes are fucking mysterious as all fuck.
Oh yeah, it's like Johnny Bravo. You never see his eyes.
Johnny Bravo.
Hey, mama. Hoo, ho, ho. Well, our song of the day is going to be Alive by Adler's Appetite. So let's see if we can liven this fucking party up a little bit and play some music. What do you think?
Let's do it, man. It's been a while since we covered any solo Adler material. And let's do it with the second incarnation of Adler's Appetite, because there's 2 different lineups.
Oh, is there? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, because I remember from the first EP, so this is the Alive EP, the last known EP of Adler's Appetite. And it's a totally different lineup.
Huh. Well, I guess there's 3 then, because then there's just Adler, his emo punk band.
Yeah, his, let me just, do like 3 Days Grace and 3 of a Dead Man.
Yeah. All right, let's see what this sounds like.
Oh, there's cowbell.
This rocks so far.
That's pretty cool so far. I like the dun dun. I was like, oh wow, that's definitely Appetite for Destruction right there. That cowbell.
Oh yeah. I'm digging this, dude.
Damn, yeah, that's pretty fucking good so far.
Yeah, it's just like rock and roll, man. It's like straight pedal to the metal. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah, brother. Okay, we're gonna pause for a minute. What have you got some lyrics
for the song?
I literally cannot find any lyrics for this song.
Ah, that's too bad. We're not going to get
For
to
some
dissect.
reason, I don't know.
It's not a very well-known album. This
Yeah.
video on YouTube's got 207,000 plays, which is not a lot over a period of 11 years.
Yeah.
Not a lot for what it is. But I'll tell you what we can do. Let's read some comments from YouTube.
Yeah.
It says Adler and Duff throwing down the rhythm is so sick. Is Duff on this?
Not that I know of. Let me see. Doesn't say, because like the personnel doesn't show anything regarding Duff.
Huh. Well, so Nicola Orton, which is Randy Orton's Russian cousin,
Yeah.
says, "What a cool." So let's start making up life stories for these screen names as we read them. What a cool feel-good song. I love the signature cowbell. Only Steve has got that GNR feel. Yeah, I agree. This does have a very good GNR feel. It's kind of like if GNR had released a song timely in the 2000s, what it would have sounded like. When did this come out?
This EP came out in April 2012.
Okay. Well, this is dope.
Yeah, it's dope. So I'll run to the personnel here. So Steven Adler on drums, obviously. You have Alex Grossi from Quiet Riot on guitar.
Nice.
Rick Stitch on vocals.
These guys hung out with Quiet Riot a lot because Dizzy had a lot of Quiet Riot dudes on his album.
Yeah, Michael Thomas from the band Tuff, Tuff, on guitar. And you have
not soft. They're tough. They're tough, not soft.
Yeah, like
not
60s
SHW.
60s tough. Yeah. And then you have
Chevy
Chip
driving.
Yeah.
Man.
Like Chip Zenough on bass. Chip Zenough. Who's he from? Like some fucking band. Oh man.
I've heard that name before.
Let me look this up. I've heard it too before. Chip Zenough.
Chip Zenough. Chip a chip. Oh, Chip
from Enough is Enough.
Oh.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah. Yeah, what's cool about this, you got Fred Curry from Cinderella producing the album.
Nice. Who's the singer?
Rick Stitch.
Okay.
Says Canadian singer-songwriter best known as a singer for Lady Jack Hotel Diablo and, of course, Adler's Appetite.
I mean, I'm rolling through the comments. They seem to be very happy about it.
Yeah, we are too, man. This is fucking pretty kick-ass song.
Giovanna writes, and this was a year ago that this comment came up. He plays a lot and is a true drum legend. Yeah, that's translated, by the way, by Google. This song has more Guns N' Roses than Chinese Democracy. I don't know if I'd go that far. It don't really sound like Guns N' Roses. I mean, it's got the attitude of Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, it's got the cowbell. That's yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Really
I think about ya.
Oh, yeah.
That's literally why I stopped when I heard that album. Like, wait a minute, think about you.
Have we done that on here?
We have not yet, actually.
Oh, that's still in the wheel. Okay.
Yeah, we've done a little bit of Appetite. We haven't done that much.
Done a shit ton of Chai Dam, I can tell you that much.
Over half so far, I think. We did over 70 tracks of that album already.
I got this feeling good times are coming down. I got a feeling that I need some more cowbell.
Now that I listened further into this song, a lot of people in the comments are saying, "Oh yeah, it's very GNR-ish." I'm like, this would be GNR if they actually went with Slash's riffs, whatever, for Snake Pit, and it was like that '95 album.
Maybe
that's to me what it's like. It sounds very Snake Pit-ish to me.
Maybe that's what it was written for. It didn't make the cut, and Slash had it sitting on the shelf, and it was like, "Fuck it, Steven, I got you a present."
Happy birthday, man. I still remember your existence.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, that's fucking cool. Oh,
That
yeah.
is.
It's very, like, metalish, that, like, little riff there.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I fucking love that guitar solo. I
That's
just want to
fucking
say.
killer. Wow.
That was dope.
That was pretty fucking good. That definitely exceeded my expectations.
I know, right? We put it on a shotcast. I mean,
Fuck. Well, we need some good shit for Shotcast. Can't just be us reviewing Loaded every fucking week. Or is he?
wow. Oh, that reminds us, we got a brand new show coming. It's going to be called Loaded Tuesday. And actually, it's going to take place on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's going to be called the Loaded Weekday Show. And that's all we're going to listen to every day. It's going to be nothing but Loaded.
Yeah, it's like listening to 3 Chords in the Truth with Duff and his wife. Ugh. Ugh.
I'm kidding, folks. That's not going to happen. I mean, we gotta have a break sometime.
Yeah.
I mean, surely it can't all be garbage, though. Like, I think we're just.
I would hope not. I think we're just getting the shit.
Yeah, I think we've just got the shitty ones. I'm still going to hold out hope that we're going to find a Loaded song that we like one day. But let's talk about Adler. Let's talk about Adler's Appetites. His episode, it's all about Alive. What are your final thoughts on this song?
I'm going to let you go first on this one, actually.
I'm going to go first?
Yeah.
All right. It does have, you can tell it's got that early 2000s vibe, or that mid 2000 whatever vibe.
Yeah, even though it came out in 2012.
Well, hey, dude, that's fine because that was the kind of music you were getting back. When did the Adler one that you hated that album come out?
Let me Adler. So the one album, Back from the Dead, was also in 2012.
Okay, so these both came out at the same time. So
Yeah.
Adler was rocking 2 bands at once, trying to keep.
So this was April 2012. He released the Back from the Dead album in November of 2012.
Okay, so he changed bands during that year. Tried
Basically,
to change
yeah.
styles a little bit. Okay, I guess I can see that happening. What did we do? Did we do the one that you hated?
We did One That You Hated. I think we did. No, we didn't do Dead Wrong, did we? No, we did Habit, Waterfall, and One That You Hated.
So we've done 3 Adler songs.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Oh, One That You Hated is my favorite of those songs still. But I really like this, dude. This is dope, man. I can't believe I'm just now hearing this. I'll be definitely adding this to my playlist. I can see me.
Because I believe
rocking
this
out to
EP is on Spotify and all the streaming services. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, go check it out, guys. I highly recommend checking this out on your own. Fucking shit. I don't know. I'm gonna give it 4 stars.
Yeah, I think I'm along the same boat here as you, man. Like this, there is like definitely some like a little bit of GNR sounding things. Like the cowbell's a fucking dead giveaway. Just like duh duh duh. I'm like, oh well, it's 1987 all over again.
And
But
then it streams you, and then it shoves you right back into the
yeah, but then the
2012.
guitar riff sounds like something that like came right out of like Slash's Snake Pit in the mid '90s. Like it's a mix of like I think GNR ish stuff from '87 with like Slash from the mid '90s, which is a really good in between you want to be in. 'Cause those are both fucking great sounds. So
It's what GNR could have been in 2012 if they'd have got their head out of their ass and actually.
yeah, it's like what if Axl actually was like, okay, let me take most of the stuff that Slash brought, which ended up being Snake Pit, and like do something like this. That's what I think it kind of is like in that like what if scenario. It's a very fucking solid song, man. You can if you're watching the video version, we're fucking head banging and
Yeah.
enjoying the shit out of this. Great solo too. Shout out Alex Grossi, one of the most underrated fucking guitarists I think.
That
in
was a
rock.
great solo.
Yeah.
That
I mean, like,
solo got me, man. I love
Alex
it.
Grossi has done some great work with Quiet Riot. We even heard some of him on Getting Dizzy with it. He was on he did a lot of stuff on Dizzy Reed's album. I'm pretty sure.
These guys must have hung out back in the day or
I was gonna
something.
say, yeah, Hookers and Blow. He's part of that sort of whole cover band with Dizzy. So definitely, great talented musicians, artists on this. This incarnation at least of the Adler's Appetite, whatever. I have 4 out of 5 for me, man. This is fucking solid, and it like blew my expectations. I knew we were gonna get something decent. I think it was gonna be like this good.
Every
Yeah.
Monday. I'm famous Stephen Wright impersonator Chris Caputo.
And I'm Dustin Bonez, and I can hear it now. Like now I hear it, and it's stuck in my head.
It's stuck in mine too. I'm just like, what? It's always weird when like someone points it out for you, like someone you never know, like, oh, you look like this guy, and you can't get it out of your fucking head. Does that ever happen to you?
I get Seth Rogen. I look like Seth Rogen. I get that all the time.
Yeah.
And I get that I sound like Dr. Phil all the time.
Really?
Those are my two. Yeah. Somehow I don't know how people figure that out, but
Yeah.
Anyway, our song of the day is going to be "Suicide" by Steven Adler, and we're really looking forward to reviewing that song. And I'm not even being sarcastic this time. It's cool to have a Adler's Appetite song for a change. This will be everybody then. Then we'll have a solo song from everybody, won't we?
Yeah, technically.
Each of the 5, because we said we would do all the solo songs of the original 5.
Yeah.
So that's Axl. So we've done one Axl song from Rapid Fire. We've done a few Duff songs, more than a few Izzy songs.
Slash.
Yeah. This is the last one, so this completes. It took us 41 episodes to finally get a Steven song, but we're finally doing it tonight.
About damn time.
Yep. And before we get into our song of the day and talk about all the fun news and things that we've got to talk about with what's going on, both within the GNR community and our personal lives, we're gonna have to roll that shout out train and let's holler at some people.
Whoop whoop. I got a couple shout outs this week. A big shout out to a couple of our Discord members, to Slugs, and I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this one right. I think it's not Needle or Noodle. It's NXXDLE. You can critique me and whatever, or call me a fucking idiot because I don't know what the hell how to pronounce your username. But shout out to him and Slugs. Those guys have been basically running a party on our jukebox channel on our server. So shout out to them for keeping the music going there almost every single day for the last couple weeks now.
Yeah, that's been really cool. Like you log on and then you can just listen to somebody else play music. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, so shout out to them. And another shout out to the people behind the Izzy Stradlin concert petition. You can follow them on Instagram at Izzy Stradlin Concert Petition, or on Twitter at Izzy Concert 2018, I believe is the handle. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it is. But shout outs to them. They've invited us into their little private Facebook group now. So you guys can find us there if you're already not in that group, or whatnot.
Well, it's private, so
Yeah.
I guess if you're not in it, you ain't gonna see us in there. But yeah, we're in it now, so at least I am. I didn't even think you had a Facebook.
Yeah, no, I got rid of that ever since, some crazy bitch tried to hack me, so.
Oh, Carol Baskin.
And that reminds me, I believe you had a shout out too.
Yeah, I do. I want to say something to Chris from the Izzy Stradlin group, because we alluded to it kind of at the beginning of the show, but he said, hang on, I'm going to pull up the actual quote here so I can quote him. But this is really funny. So, Chris, and I'm not going to say your last name because you're probably a private citizen, so we'll keep it that way. He says, your co-host sounds like Stephen Wright. I keep waiting on him to make a sarcastic punchline like, I was hitchhiking the other day and a hearse pulled over. I said, no thanks, I'm not going that far.
I love that line. It's fucking...
That is good. So that made me, I didn't know who that was, so I looked him up. Here's a clip. Yeah, I'm only playing one clip there, so that's what Stephen Wright sounds like for those of you that don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. Don't forget, if you guys want to join the conversation and come interact with us, you can do so over on our Discord. We will be around, and not all the time. Like, I'm guilty of not coming in there, but maybe once a week. But I check it out, and you can come holler at us over there. And plus, that's the best place to get in touch with us, because we try to respond to everybody. And also on Twitter and Instagram at Guns and Radio Pod. And of course, as always, over on gunsandradio.com, where you can find follow-up information to this song. We'll have more information on this song that we're going to be reviewing, and all the extra stuff you'll need to be able to do our watch-alongs and stuff like that with us that we're going to do later today. So with that, Caputo, what say you? This episode started.
Let's do it.
All right.
Let me get my hashtag it's Miller time. We're not.
Yeah, we're sponsored by Miller. Yeah. Is that what they look like in Canada?
No, I'm actually drinking a vodka soda.
Okay. I was about to say, did they change the cans in Canada? That's cool.
No.
I was going to get you to send me one of those. I've been trying to get my hands on one of those Guns and Rose or Rosé.
I think they got their asses sued, so I don't know if those exist anymore.
Yeah, I know, but it would have been cool to have in my collection.
Definitely.
Especially now that they don't anymore.
Yeah. Or Black Death vodka.
Oh, dude.
Was that's the one that Slash was sponsored by, if I remember from a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. I already forgot about that.
I think it was Black Death. Oh, fuck, who knows? Someone's going to correct us anyways, so.
Yeah, let us know. Hit us up on Discord.
Let us know. I'll give you a shout out in the next episode.
Yeah. That way we don't have to go back into our own archives and listen.
Yeah. Yeah. Or we record these episodes once, I listen to them when they come out. And then, after that, it's highly unlikely I'm ever going to listen to it again.
I listen to, after it's out, I do listen to it once, because sometimes, you upload something on the internet.
Yeah.
And then, the tail end will get cut out, or it'll fuck up when it's uploading, and then some of it, or it might upload 10 minutes. So, I don't know if it does that much anymore, because I haven't had that happen in a real long time. But it used to happen all the time when I first started on YouTube. Now, granted, that was back in 2009. But it hadn't happened in a really long time. But back then, it made part of the practice of uploading something is to watch it to completion once it's uploaded, just make sure everything's as it should be. Which, I haven't done it since the Anchor era of the show started. But back when we were on Spreaker, because I don't know if Anchor will let you re-upload things, but there has been episodes where something made the edit that I didn't intend to make the edit.
Yeah.
So I went in and corrected it.
Yeah.
and what do you call that? Post-actively editing. Did the George
Yeah.
Lucas one?
We just basically just put like a patch on top of it. It's like a video game.
Yeah. Which right now we're not popular enough that a lot of people notice.
Yeah. I
So
mean, our hardcore fans notice.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think the main one that I can think of is the Welcome to the Jungle episode, the very first episode. It's been edited 4 times now.
Oh.
But I don't have the originals anymore because I save them in my archive. So, but the last thing all I did was added that little intro at the beginning, like you're going to a GNR concert. Because I thought for the first episode ever, that would be neat.
Yeah, definitely. And if you haven't listened to that, I'd recommend you check it out. Or if you're, bored at home, don't binge watch a Netflix show. Binge listen to our podcast. It's highly recommended. Yeah.
Damn right. You can see the evolution of how we even stopped just doing Guns N' Roses and went into the solo acts, which was a good idea.
Yeah, that was your idea, so I'll give you credit for that.
Well, I think it was both of our idea because, like, we talked about it. Like, dude, it's going to take. We had this. The show would have lasted 2 years. Right now, had we not done this, we would be almost halfway finished with the whole show.
Yeah.
But we hadn't gotten far enough to where it would matter. So because we didn't want it. It's like if we're going to do it, we got to do it now. And then introduce this now, because you don't want to have like all Guns N' Roses and then just another huge block of all solo stuff. You want it to be a mixed bag. So we pulled the trigger on adding the original 5, which stretches it out for 8 years. 8 years we're gonna have to do this, Caputo.
Yeah, these motherfuckers have to listen to us for 8 years. You're gonna enjoy me talking my shit, okay? So listen up, bitches.
We're gonna have flashbacks in future episodes. Well, we will be able to have best of episodes.
Oh, for sure.
But I mean, 2 years. 2 years is about how long I estimated it would take us to draw a decent following, and then it was like, and then it's done, and we're not putting anything new out, and. What we're going to do, we're going to retcon the whole show and start from the beginning, do a reboot? No.
I was going to say, we know how that goes with reboots or remakes. It's just like, speaking of that, actually, since we're on the topic of that, I don't know if you read, but recently they're trying to remake Scarface now, which why the fuck would you even think of doing that? Leave that movie as is. It's fucking a gold mine of a gangster movie. Do not remake it. What's the point?
That's the devil, man. That's the devil talking.
Yeah.
Whose idea that is?
Hollywood.
That's bullshit. Yeah,
I was gonna say. Then again, with this coronavirus shit around, they're not gonna be able to shoot it for another 2.5 years anyway. So.
No, what they're gonna do? See, this is the perfect time for us to get a Star Wars movie. Preferably one with George Lucas directing, because they shoot everything in front of a fucking green screen anyway. So all they have,
but you can only have 5 people in a room.
That's all you need. Send a green screen to the actor's home, send them the costume, tell them put it on, say these lines. That's the future of movies now. But man, I'm gonna tell you.
Or speaking of the future movies, they're probably just going to put AI or robots in them. And those are going to be the next actors.
Wouldn't that be some shit if everything was like Toy Story? Because we were bitching when all the special effects, we lost practical effects altogether. And now it's completely CGI. If every movie was 100% CGI, no, hard pass.
God.
Oh, which reminds me, did you see where we was talking about we talk about Tiger King on this show a lot. But
Yeah.
did you see where Nicolas Cage is going to be playing Joe Exotic in a movie?
Oh my God, I saw that. I'm like, you know what? That's actually not a bad casting call. I'm in for that.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. I think the last time I said a casting was perfect was I'm a big Adam West Batman fan. I love cheese, so I love
Yeah.
Adam West Batman. It's my favorite Batman. And right before Adam West died, they made one last movie because Two-Face is not in any of them. They
Mhm.
had a script for Two-Face. They never actually made the episode. So I don't think that what we got on DVD was exactly the Two-Face episode,
Mhm.
but it was an Adam West Batman movie where Two-Face was the villain, so they were able to introduce Two-Face.
Mhm.
And guess who plays Two-Face? If you don't already know,
I actually don't, so you're gonna have to put me on this.
William Shatner. And Adam West Batman.
Holy sh- That
So,
is literally perfect.
like, I was following this shit. I was excited, and then Adam West passed away, and I was, like, so bummed for two reasons. One, Adam West passed away.
Mhm.
And two, I was like, we're not going to get this movie now. But then it turns out that before he died, he had already, it was an animated movie. He'd
Yeah.
already recorded all of his dialogue.
Mhm.
So we got the movie anyway. So the very last anything Adam West Batman that we'll ever get with the original cast playing in it. Anyway, they might eventually bring it back and have somebody else playing Batman. But the last thing we'll ever get with the original cast in it, Two-Face is William Shatner, and or William Shatner playing Two-Face, I should say. And what a fucking way to go out, though.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I was glad they were made. I wish they would have sooner, so we could have got some more of those. But it was cool to have something we'd never seen before, something new.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, entertainment is needed now, like, more than ever, especially, like, with everything on hold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've started going out a little bit, like in little doses. I went to a bar this weekend with some friends of mine. There's this bar called Spectators down in Jeff City.
Mhm.
And it's hard to get me to go out any fucking way, just because
Yeah.
I'm always either editing this or recording one of the 3 podcasts that we're doing now, or even when I'm not doing that, like I've got other plans that doesn't involve going to bars with other friends. So
Yeah.
a lot of people was messaging me wanting me to come out to Spectators, and because we're all in this big group chat. And in my head, I was going, no fucking way am I going to Spectators with all this shit going on.
Yeah.
The Spectators is always crowded.
Hmm.
It's always like you're pushing through people to get to the bathroom and stuff like that. And like I always get my ass grabbed by somebody I don't know. And at this point, I've just accepted it as part of the experience. So like I don't even look for who did that anymore. You know what I'm saying? So,
It could have been the same person for all these years. Maybe he or she thought you were really sexy. And it was just like a mating call.
who knows? Who knows? But they started sharing pictures, and it turns out there's like 4 people there, and it was them plus the bartender.
It's just
And
us
then-
here, man. We're shutting this place down.
So I didn't tell them I would go because I didn't, want to commit.
Hmm.
So like I just kind of started getting ready to go out. Like I went, took not really a whole shower, but one of those airplane showers. And then I got dressed a little nicer than I was. It took me about an hour. Going on my own time, taking my sweet time. And I figured if they're still there, I'll go in. If they're still there, I'll hang out with them for a few minutes. And if not, make an appearance, see a few friends I hadn't seen in a while. And because I really did want to go out. So when I got there, it had been knocked down to 3. So I'm like, even better.
Nice.
And so I went in and saw them, and hung out with some friends for a little while, and yeah, and then went back home like nothing happened. Like I didn't even drink. I went to the bartender and I was like, "Hey, sell me a Coke in a Scotch glass so I can look like I'm being social without being social."
Yeah.
And he did it because I was like, by that point, like I'd already had like 2 Jaeger bombs and 2 beers because I wouldn't plan on going anyway.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna drink too much. I don't want to fuck up and not be able to drive. So,
Yeah.
but that was neat to get to go out again, kind of reminisce about what life used to be like, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
I was paranoid the whole fucking time, though. As soon as I came home, I took a shower and like threw my clothes in a separate dirty clothes bin. And I was like, I'm not going to touch those for 3 days, and then I'll go wash them.
Yeah.
But speaking of COVID-19, we talked about this. We talked about this a little bit, and before we went on the air, what do you think about that stupid ass COVID-19 shirt that GNR has released?
Well, you kind of already said it in there. It is a stupid ass T-shirt, but the only really pro about it is that all the net proceeds are at least going to music cares. So it's going to like a decent enough.
Yeah,
Sure.
I mean,
Like you gotta really take a shot at the Prez through a T-shirt. Like you've tweeted about it enough already, Axel. Come on.
yeah, and man, like, listen, you can't bring politics into merchandise because, yeah, it's going for charity, but now half the people that would have bought the shirt ain't gonna fucking buy it,
Yeah.
and they're not gonna listen to your shit. Now they're gonna throw up their little protest like it's gonna do anything, and they're not gonna listen to your shit now for like the next month, or let's give it 2 weeks. Let's be real.
Yeah.
People don't have that kind of self-control.
And now our Twitter is basically, at least our like the Guns and Radio Twitter is being, well, not flooded, but I have seen like a lot more of like the very like hardcore MAGA dudes arguing with some of the like the diehard GNR fans I follow. So I'm just like, it's one of those again. It's just like, fuck. Like, you want to say something, but you're just better off staying out of it because it's a never-ending war. It's like you're just like trying to convince an idiot about something, and they're just gonna be set in their own ways. Like they're so like stubborn and hard-headed. You're just like, whatever, go be a fucking idiot. Like you'll learn eventually. You hope, but it's not always like that.
The way it was explained to me, somebody said this to me, and I thought it was a very good analogy. It's like when you buy a car. Mm-hmm. And it's a piece of junk car, and you would have been better off to scrap it and get a new car, but you would have spent less money on fixing it by scrapping it and buying a new car. But you're being stubborn and you've committed to it, and out of pride you don't. That's what this is like. And I was like, that's a very good analogy.
Yeah, I agree. That's a better way of putting it.
It's just tribalism, man. Yeah, it all breaks down to tribalism. Everybody wants to be in their club. And look, man, I've said that you know, even in American politics, the other side does dumb shit all the fucking time I don't agree with.
Yeah.
But that ain't got nothing to do with this podcast. Ain't got nothing to do with Guns N' Roses. Ain't got nothing to do with music. And yeah, Axl Rose on Axl Rose's Twitter page should say whatever he wants to say. I'm not saying like stick to making music or nothing like that. I'm saying on your, because I do it. Like I post shit all the time on my Twitter about this kind of shit and how I feel about it. We don't put it on our official shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because it doesn't have nothing to do with the music. I think. One, I did say I think it should have been they should have put it on a mask. They were going to do that. But it made
a whole line of GNR masks.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the different GNR logo.
Yeah, they could have put anything. They could have made a Guns N' Roses custom shirt just for this benefit and sold a hell of a lot more of them and benefited the charity a hell of a lot more.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I think putting out that shirt is a stupid ass decision. Because I even had to look up, what does it mean by COVID 45? Like, what the fuck is COVID?
Yeah, I thought it was like a misspelling of like Colt 45, like the Afro Man song.
Yeah, Colt 45 and 2 zigzag.
Baby, that's all we need.
Oh.
Shit, that would have been good to do a review of on 420. Maybe next year.
There'll be we got 7 more to go.
Awesome. All right.
Oh man. So speaking of GNR management, I don't have this in the notes, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Did you hear Fernando's? Somebody recorded it where he did the Q&A inside of thing, but he said he didn't want it recorded, and then somebody recorded it anyway. And
someone's going to record regardless. You're the management of one of the biggest like arena bands like that's still rocking to this day. Of course I'm gonna fucking record it. And yes, someone has sent it to me. I will not say who, but someone has sent it to me. And I haven't really listened to too much of it. But there is some interesting shit.
Yeah. I've always liked Fernando. Like, I mean, I don't agree with some of the shit he's done in the last, let's say, 10 months or so.
Yeah, the last couple of years, I think, I'd say.
But he'd always been real cool to me, and I liked him. So in that aspect, like used to, me and Rick, we would go to Guns N' Roses. We'd get there, we'd get our spots in the front row or something. We'd text Fernando and be like, "Hey man, we're here. Come out and holler at us." and then it would never fail. Like, he would just pop out of the curtain and he'd come down and he'd come around and talk to us and he'd hang out with us for a little bit. And I always thought that was really cool. And he was cool to talk to. He was cool to just bullshit and chat with. And it became part of the experience for us. Like, oh, we'll holler at Fernando. That was part of it. The guy that sets up Axel's teleprompter was a monitor guy is what we called him, because he was always setting up the monitor, and he would come out and he'd be setting up the teleprompter and we'd be going, "Whoa, monitor guy!" and be like, "We signed my pass. We signed my VIP pass." Which is funny because I don't want to talk about that too much because I think that's going to be the topic of the next Rick show. But I ended up meeting him in real life, bumping into him while he wasn't working one day. Mm-hmm. And I knew if I said, because I tried to get him to sign something backstage before, and he ran away and hid.
Oh my goodness!
So instead of, like, when I met him in real life, instead of going, "Hey, monitor guy," like, I knew not to do that. So I was like, "Pardon me, sir." And he turned around, and I was like, "Oh, it is you, monitor guy."
Yeah. He's like, fuck.
No, that was cool because like he got to figure out I wasn't as scary as he had thought I was, because I get being freaked out with some guy wanting you to sign his shit and stuff like that. But hell, he turned out to be really cool too. I mean,
awesome.
Management is doing weird things, has been for fucking quite some time. But I think one of the things that we talked about earlier before we went on the air was that we were talking about management and how they kind of trolled everybody with the Hammerstein ballroom thing. What exactly happened? Because I didn't see that.
Yeah, so it was like by the time this airs, it'd be like at least a week or two ago. Like, recently, it was like the anniversary of those pamphlets did at the Hammerstein in 06. And I saw a lot of the other fan accounts were tweeting about it. I know Brando from AFD tweeted about it. And then the official Guns N' Roses page tweeted like hashtag on this day, whatever, in 06 Hammerstein NYC. And then it was a YouTube link. It's like a link. Something said GNR Hammerstein 06 on YouTube. So I was like, oh shit, maybe that's some of that live footage they're actually finally releasing.
That
And
we've
so
been
you
promised.
click it, yeah, that they said is coming soon. The official Twitter, fucking even Instagram put it out there. Yeah. So you go to click this YouTube link, and it's literally the biggest fucking troll job ever. Because you think it's going to be actual footage from this concert. No, it's just the set list. But here's the studio version of all the songs they fucking did.
Damn.
So it's like, fuck, it's a big fuck you in the ass, literally.
I know that there was a time from that, the soundboard mix from that concert is a big deal.
Mhm.
And it's really good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard it yet or not, but if you have, I guess they were still figuring out exactly what it was going to sound like. Because the album version of There Was a Time doesn't sound, I mean, it does, but it also doesn't really sound anything like the Hammerstein 06 version.
Yeah, I think that those concerts are very infamous because that's the first time they played like Better, IRS, and There Was a Time, and I remember those like leaked around that time. I think like on the internet, and that was I think the origin of Axl calling out like, "Oh, you downloading motherfuckers and shit." So that's why I believe
Okay.
that's iconic for those reasons alone.
Okay. Well, maybe they'll get that shit together because from what we learned from Fernando's chat that he did, we're not going to play any of that here. Don't. I still think that's not cool to play, to be recorded when you're not supposed to, when you didn't want to be recorded. But from what we learned from that show, which I'm glad somebody did because I didn't get to hear it when I wasn't there when it happened. But apparently the way Fernando tells it is they basically just got trucks full of footage and they don't know what they've got.
Yeah, apparently they have a whole entire like hangar worth of footage from like every concert.
When you think would be a good time to start figuring that out, bud? When you think would have been a good time to start organizing the shit?
Like a good 10 years ago.
Oh man. Like you would think they'd have it in like a library. Like I'm sure like if you go to WWE's vault and their huge stockpile of footage that you can go to a card catalog and see that this is here in this section on this shelf. It's I mean, it would take having to do something, to set it up.
Definitely. And they pay people there to digitize the content, and they're constantly doing that too.
We're not going to see that footage. I would be insanely surprised if we saw that in the next 6 months.
Who knows, man? Crazier things have happened with this band.
Yeah. Of course, he could have been trolling when he said that shit, too, because it could be just about to come out, and he wanted to act like it wasn't coming out at all.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a possibility, too. But that's really all we've got in the way of GNR news. You want to move on to the next bit?
Let's move on. What do we have next, actually?
Up next, this was your idea.
Oh, and I would.
So, Caputo came up with this idea for a bit. We've talked a little bit about, we're both big wrestling fans, and we hope that you guys listening are. If not, I guess skip this bit. But this is, I did like this. I thought it'd be interesting. Okay, you explain it because you can probably explain it better than me.
Yeah, so it's basically like the members, like anyone who's ever been in GNR, and that's probably at least like a good 20 people, whoever, who would be like their pro wrestler counterpart, like in terms of like maybe not always looks, but also like personality wise and such as well. Like who would they be like the equivalent to in like pro wrestling in a way?
Okay, yeah, I get that. I've come up with 5 here. Do you want to start out?
Sure. I got like a few here. I'm gonna just go off like on a fire here. Paul Tobias is the Virgil of Guns N' Roses.
The Virgil.
Literally.
I'm thinking of the sad Virgil meme where
The lonely merch table. Paul Tobias. I was in Guns N' Roses for a fucking year.
Oh, that's funny.
I wrote one song for them. We're like 3. Who gives a shit? I was Axel's friend, then I didn't want to tour, and he probably hasn't talked to me since '02.
Brian May is the Bret Hart of Guns N' Roses, but not like the WWF Bret Hart, but the WCW Bret Hart, where he came in and he's this big legend, and then they never really did anything with him.
Yeah, so who would be the Goldberg to kick his head into the 5th row?
Oh, the fans. Oh man, no, because the fans didn't even know about it. They'd heard rumor about it. Probably management, whoever was the manager at the time.
At that time, oh man, would it still have been Goldstein?
I don't know. Doug Goldstein, maybe.
Yeah, it could have been because if Brian May was there like in the late '90s,
Yeah,
very like the turn of 2000.
yeah.
Yeah.
During the 2000, wasn't that during the 2000 intentions thing?
Yeah, so in like 2000, yeah, probably 99, 2000. I think Goldstein was still there. I think.
Okay.
I feel like someone else can correct me on this.
Yeah, they probably will if we're that wrong.
Yeah.
What else you got? Let's see. I got one. I put
All right.
Buckethead. I put Buckethead as Kane from the 90s.
Oh, fuck. I was trying to think of one for Buckhead. That's perfect.
Because when I was a kid in the 90s and Kane came out, they scared the shit out of me.
That's gotta be Kane.
Buckethead's creepy.
Yeah. You could be like a mix of like Kane and Undertaker. So like Undertaker shoots lightning and stuff, but Buckethead's powers, he can like whip the nunchucks. That's pretty cool.
Buckethead could have been in that whole Ministry of Darkness. He could have been the manager for Undertaker and Kane. Like you see them coming out, and they're just these two brooding big men walking down, and then you see Buckethead with his nunchucks like walking by.
I was gonna say I'll give Buckhead one thing. He knew how to use the guitar better than Jeff Jarrett. At least he drew a dime.
Oh, he could draw a dime on a piece of paper. What's another one you got?
So I feel like Robin Fink, but this is like specifically like 01, 02 Robin Fink. I put it as the boogeyman. Because they both look like just creepy motherfuckers.
Yeah, he did look skeevy. Like if I ran into that guy in an alley, I'd probably be like, "What the fuck kind of neighborhood is this?"
Yeah.
I put Bumblefoot as Mick Foley because he's just so nice.
Yeah. And Bumblefoot looks like the kind of guy who would like do crazy shit for the fans.
One of my buddies in the wrestling business, when I was active, we did a show with Mick Foley while he wasn't under contract or anything. I don't think he wrestled. He just came in and he like made an appearance and helped set up a storyline, and then signed autographs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But after the show, my friend Justin took him back to the hotel, and he was like, he was backstage and was like, "Any of you guys want to give me a ride to the hotel?" And then they took him back to the hotel, and he's like, "Come on in for a little while, man." And so he came in the hotel, and then he said they were sitting there at the table at the hotel because it was just like, it wasn't even nothing fancy. It was like your standard. I think it was even a motel. Like it was like your standard motel. Like you go in and there's the bed, and then there's like that table and the couple of chairs sitting by the window. And they sat by the window at the table and chair and just bullshitted about wrestling for like 3 hours. And it was like Mick, he dropped him off, and then it was like Mick invited him in, and he was like, and then it was starting to get late. He was like, "Man, there's another bed here if you want to spend the night." And he was like, "Well, I need to be getting home." But he was just like really, really nice to him, like, because he was like, "I honestly thought about it." But that made me think of like all the times I met Bumblefoot and just how nice he was.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's who I put his counterpart. What you got next?
I'm still like kind of like torn on this one. I think Dizzy Reed could be like. I'm trying to think. Yeah, Dizzy Reed is probably like the Brutus Beefcake. Because he's like the most loyal fucking dude. He's like always stayed loyal to Axel.
Yeah, like Brutus did with Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. But I
That's a
mean, like
good one.
Axel could also technically be like a Brutus Beefcake because like for each look, it's like a different fucking beefcake gimmick.
Because he had the Hulk Hogan stash, I guess.
Yeah, that or like because there's like a new look every like 4 years, and that'd be like Brutus Beefcake. He's like the booty man, the Zodiac, the disciple.
Oh man, somebody Photoshop it and send it to us. Dizzy Reed is the booty man. Never thought I'd say on this show that Dizzy Reed was the booty man. You know you're at a loss for fucking gimmicks like yeah, oh yeah. And then somebody ripped it off. Then they ripped it off on WWE as the Ass Man.
But they did it better.
Yeah, obviously. Well, I mean, it did have fucking Brutus Beefcake play.
That's
Or as
true.
Conrad Thompson calls him, Brutus the fucking Barber Beefcake.
BTFB.
I put Duff McKagan. His could be the Big Show because he's a big friendly giant.
Oh yeah, it could be. I was trying to think someone who's like ripped to shreds and like tall, but it's pretty hard to like find. I'm trying to think.
Yeah. For
Could be
Slash.
like a less. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. You had a thought.
Yeah, I was gonna say Duff could be like a less charismatic John Cena. Because I mean, they both like are like in shape, but like Duff has about 400 pounds less muscle.
Yeah.
And being a bass player, you don't talk too much.
Yeah. Let's see. I put Slash was RVD 420.
That's also ironic because I put Slash as Matt Riddle. They're both like stoner type characters.
I love that like nothing Slash has ever done has really been very stonerific. But like on this show, when we talk about Slash, we always talk about him like a raging like my impression of Slash, man, it's like he's always stoned, but
like he kind of does sound like one a bit when you hear him like do interviews and stuff. He kind of does. Yeah.
Do you have another one?
Oh, okay. There's another good one you may like. Chris Pittman is like it's like Jimmy Hart.
I can see that.
They're both good in the studio, and then they just tag along for the ride. They're just in the background there. They still get paid.
Waving his towel around. Come on, baby.
Yeah. Because like Jimmy Hart was like he was also a musician too. Like he did like a lot of the WCW themes, and like Chris Pittman was in the studio doing a lot of the shit for Chida. And they're both just tag along with the main guy.
In WWF too. The Dusty Rhodes theme. That's Jimmy Hart.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think Jimmy even wrote that shit. I don't know if Jim Johnson was on the staff at the time or not, but he ain't just a common man. And that whole boom 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 boom, that whole bass line that's real famous in that song. That leads the whole song. That's Jimmy, I believe.
Oh shit.
So,
yeah, I remember. Yeah, now you brought that to my attention. I remember that now.
Yeah. The last one I've got is Axl Rose. Mm-hmm. And I was torn on this one. I had a couple, but I said either. Now, this depends on where you meet him and what kind of mood he's in. Because I think we can agree that Axl Rose isn't the same person when his moods change. And so, like, when he's in the streets and the paparazzi are pissing him off and shit like that, he becomes Dean Ambrose.
Oh, okay, all right. Like an Ambrose, John Moxley type.
Yeah, and like when somebody in the crowd's throwing bottles or being an asshole, and he jumps off the stage to fight them. Yeah, that's a very John Moxley, Dean Ambrose move. Also, as a performance, when he's on stage and stuff, I put Chris Jericho because he's very rock star, very over the top, and stuff like that. But then you know how like Chris Jericho will talk back to the audience if they piss him off while he's working. Like, I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot. And that made me think of, get that guy out of here. What did you get? Did you have any more?
For my Axel one, I was a little torn because I was kind of like in between. Like, I thought Savage because like they both have like these like unique voices, and they're both always fucking paranoid about something.
There's some shit going on there, brother.
These like larger than life characters in a way, or he could also be like a Hulk Hogan. And then again, that goes along with Chris Pimment being Jimmy Hart and Dizzy Reed being Brutus Cake. Yeah, yes, 2010 Axel is Hulk Hogan, but like the Great Value like George Walmart brand clothing line.
Well, let me tell you something, Ashba.
Then again, who would Ashba be? Shit.
I couldn't think of nobody for DJ. I tried. I've got it. I wrote down DJ Ashba, then I scribbled it out. That's a good one. Let's think about it. Oh, who you got?
I'm thinking since I don't know. I'm just doing a connection here. DJ Ashba kind of looks like a knockoff Chris Angel. And there was a knockoff Magic wrestler called, was it Fantasio, I think?
Okay, yeah,
I remember that
the 90s.
DJ Ashba Fantasio.
Okay, there you go. I was kind of thinking either Christopher Daniels or maybe Raven.
Or Raven's too moody though.
I got it. Victoria.
What?
Victoria. She's got that long black hair. She's kind of in that crazy. She likes the ladies. Sometimes a little heavy on the eyeliner.
You're sure you're not talking about Paul Stanley there?
I like girls.
I like girls.
Yeah, I like girls. Yeah. I love the girls. All the girls. I think he does have something.
Yeah.
I hope it shows in the video version that we're taping here. That was funny on my screen how it just. Now that I could put a picture to it. Oh my god, that's mean. It's funny. It's funny, but it's mean. But funny. Can we Photoshop a top hat on the DJ top hat?
Oh my god, that'd be perfect. There's our next meme.
Oh man.
Oh my god, I just got another one.
Oh god.
I don't know if you remember this guy. This is another one I think Ron Bumblefoot thought could be.
Oh lord.
Kazarni.
Kazarni.
I mean, they both have similar beards.
Yeah. Oh man, but I love Bumblefoot. I wouldn't put him in the failure category like I would Kazarni. I tried to give him somebody awesome. How about Fernando? Who would he be?
Oh man.
Let's think about it.
Shane McMahon.
Jim Cornette.
Yeah, man, he's not racist and sexist enough, though.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's just kind of there. No, who would that be? That would be Miss Elizabeth. She was always just kind of there and really do anything.
Yeah. Listen, we all know Betta is like the Vince McMahon here. So.
Oh yeah, we all know who's running that ship.
She's got her McMahon struck going on there.
See Betta lock it out. No chance. That's what you
Just flailing the arms around. Nando, what the fuck?
What the hell are you doing, Nando?
Kiss my ass.
Wouldn't it be some shit if, like, she smoked way too much back in the day and she actually talked like this? Betta's another, though. Like, I have a hard time saying anything bad about Betta. Like, a lot of people shit on Betta. I have a hard time saying anything bad about Betta bad about Betta.
Oh, say that 10 times fast.
Betta's always been really nice to me. So, I met her a few times. I mean, there was that one time in Vegas, but...
Yeah. Listen, I'll forever respect her because, like, she's basically the reason why Axl survived the early to late 1990s.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to say that she needs to go back to being a fucking dog walker and that hateful shit that people say about her.
I mean, maybe her son does, but that's up for public opinion, so...
I don't have a problem with these guys. Like, and that's where it's conflicting for me because, yeah, some of the things they do is dumb. It's very fucking dumb. But at the same time, like, when I've met them as people, they've always been good to me. So I can't shit talk them. Not in good conscience, not feel bad about it because I don't have nothing bad to say about them personally. Now, business-wise, I mean, I might have somebody else in there kind of overseeing some things, getting things done a little bit better. But personal-wise, I'm conflicted on that because, like I said, they've all always been good to me. Even Dale James was cool as fuck when I met him. So
yeah, Dale James, another big wrestling fan. Shit.
Yeah. Who would
Dale James would be like a Bobby the Brain Heenan, I think.
Yeah. Let's see.
So you could definitely spew some funny shit because he's a good writer. So
Gallows or Anderson?
I guess they're bald.
Oh, no, I got it. What was that guy, Paul, that used to manage the Road Warriors? Paul
Ellering.
Yeah, there you go. That's Dale James. Paul Ellering.
That's actually really good. And they both ride motorbikes.
Yeah, they even look alike. And they do pretty much the same job.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man.
can agree with that.
Well, that was a fun bit.
Yeah, that was fun to say the least. Holy shit.
Got a little more mileage out of that one than I thought we would.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Good
have
old
a big
Fantasio.
I'm trying to move on, man. When it popped up on the screen, man, that's when I lost my shit because I wouldn't expect it. I was sitting here talking to you, and then we record the show on Skype, and then I don't know how it'll look, but we'll make a video version of that, at least that segment, to put on Instagram.
Definitely.
And then like it just popped up in the corner next to Caputo here on my screen, and when it just popped up, I wasn't expecting it. And it was such a goofy ass fucking picture. Oh man!
All right. Pull out more early '90s goofy ass WWE gimmicks if you want. The Goon.
Oh God.
Duke the Dumpster Josie.
Yeah, I think that was a dumpster fire.
T.L. Hopper.
Anyway, let's play a transition.
Yes.
We gotta go back into history. Wheelie. That's our dumbest transition, by the way. Intro for a bit.
Whatever works.
It does work, yeah. Anyway, on this day in rock and roll history, today is May 25th, 2020. And we got 3 of these that I thought were interesting that we could probably talk about. On this day in 1938, Vernon Presley is sentenced to a 3-year term at the Parchman Penal Plantation in Mississippi for forging a check. He basically got a 3-year prison sentence for forging a check.
Mhm.
His wife Gladys and his son Elvis are forced to live on welfare. So Elvis's dad went to jail today in 1938. So that's 90 what? That'd be 80 something. Long ass fucking time ago. But that sounds about right, because I know a dude that did that shit in 2000 and the mid 2000s, and he did, I think, 2 years. Fucking good. You shouldn't be able to just do that shit and get away with it. So
Yeah, I agree.
let's see. This one ought to tell you how jaded I've become, because this one's from 1973, and the first words of the paragraph are Carol, and I expected when I was reading it the next word to be Baskin. Carole King gives a free concert for 100,000 fans in New York Central Park on this day in 1973. What's your favorite Carole King song?
The first one?
Yeah, that one. That's the one I like too.
The one where she sings.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah. Yeah, I do like that one. Yeah, that's a good one. Fun fact, I was actually not at that concert. I was born 10, 11, a little more than a decade later. 13 years later.
Just missed it. Just by a nick of it.
Barely. What's 13 years, man?
Yeah.
I say, as we've been bitching over here after we got on, and the first thing I was telling you when we first got on, before we even started recording, I was bitching about quarantine for 2 months.
Yeah.
1970 is the last one. In 1978, The Who perform a concert in London to be filmed for their documentary movie about the band's history called The Kids Are All Right. However, the reason this is historical is because this would be Keith Moon's last performance with the band before his death on September 7th.
Dang.
And we can relate that to Guns N' Roses, since, The Who covered that Guns N' Roses song. What was it called? The Seeker?
Yeah.
I love how we retroactively make every Guns N' Roses cover. No, that was an original. That other band covered it.
Yeah, you can check out that episode. I believe that was episode number 17.
You know that?
I think so, because I actually have some posts scheduled for just flashback stuff, or
Okay.
Usually if you guys follow the Twitter, you see some those in case you missed it, whatever. I try and plug older episodes,
Okay.
just to give some more highlight to the backlog. There's a lot of funny moments there, a lot of good stuff. Maybe you missed out on it, or just fucking listen to it again because it's that damn good.
Yeah. That's really cool. I think my favorite moment of the Seeker episode, the only part I even remember about it, is when the Seeker, in the episode before that, when the Seeker came up on the thing, and we're both like, "Oh."
Yeah.
But yeah, and with that, we're gonna move on to our next bit. Ladies and gentlemen, Caputo and I here, we're known for doing usually a shitty music video, but we thought we'd hit you with a little something different today, and give you an epic music video. And which is funny, because when we were planning this, it wasn't planned. We were trying to figure out what else we were going to do, and then we were having a little trouble because Chris here is in Canada and I'm in the States. So some of the videos he was sending me weren't working, were not available for me to view. So when we finally, I was waiting on the last one before, and then in my head I was like, I'm going to suggest this video if this video doesn't work. And then this was the one Chris was trying to send me.
Yeah, 41 episodes later, but we've now, I think, have gotten to master the magic of twin telepathy, even though we're nowhere close to being twins.
I know, right? But this is my favorite music video of all time. I will go ahead and say it.
All right.
And when we get it started here, you can head over to gunsnradio.com, where you can find the link to the video, and I guess we're gonna go 3, 2, 1, play. Should we tell? Well, I guess we should tell them what it is.
Yeah.
This is "Call on Me" by Eric Prince.
I believe it's Eric Prydz.
Pritz.
Prydz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Prydz. Okay.
Swedish. Yeah.
I got to be honest, I never really cared who this song was by.
Yeah.
That's how good it is. It just always.
Yeah.
It
It's a
always.
sample of like that one 80s song.
Yeah, Valerie. Calling me, Valerie. Let me see here. See if I can get this loaded up from the link that you sent me. It won't let me play the very video that you sent me, so I'm gonna have to use another YouTube copy.
Okay.
But I've got it. I got it pulled up. So let's go. Let me set my. I keep my YouTube down to. We'll handle this in the edit because I want a high quality version. Why? Where is it? Because this is a shitty copy. There we go.
Get the HD.
Right. I want to see it in HD.
HD.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Oh, you want to count it down?
You want me to do it?
Yeah, I'll let you do it.
3, 2, 1, play. All right. From the get-go, I think
Booty.
you may have figured
Booty.
out what I like about this video already.
V for vagina. And there's just one guy here.
Yeah, if we could, that's the only thing. Like, nothing is perfect, but if we could just get rid of him, then this video would be like the best music video of all time.
Yeah, you know what's really weird? He actually looks like Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
Oh, he does. That's what he did. That's who it is. I'm gonna tell myself that's who it is.
Yeah.
This is his daily workout routine.
He's
and
in
whatever.
a softcore porn music video, and his mom fucked the Rolling Stones. What do you know?
I'm gonna tell myself that in whatever the Canadian version of the White House is, this is his daily morning routine.
Yes. Parliament Hill, baby. Nothing but softcore porn and one pieces that basically are about 3 seconds away from showing your fucking camel toe.
Oh man, this is nice. What's that chick's name?
I have no idea, actually.
Man, this makes me want to take yoga classes.
There's just so many like behind like the freaking butthole vagina shots. It's just like wow.
This makes me think of like I said, I wanted to take yoga classes, but they frown on me bringing a lawn chair and sitting there with a beer.
All right, girls, get your legs up. Now spray your giraffe cheeks and just let it go slide in.
Man, I hope shaving your legs is still a thing after quarantine.
I hope shaving in general still is. Just because you ain't getting any dick doesn't mean you shouldn't shave your fucking mystical forest down there, ladies.
Hey, listen,
and you too, dudes.
That's a personal choice. For me, it just doesn't feel clean.
Yeah. Listen, light bush is okay. If it's like friggin' like two strands compact area, no put my thing near Middle Earth.
I was thinking when you said light bush is okay, I was thinking about the beer, and I was like, yeah, that is the okayest of beers.
Bush. That too, I guess.
Is this what happens after every yoga class? The only chick gets to hook up with the instructor?
No, he's probably like, listen, bring the bitches back. I'm gonna go in a circle. That's the real gangbang right there.
Oh, yeah, there's my favorite music video.
Yeah,
You know,
my
this
favorite piece of softcore porn that's probably legally allowed to be shown on TV.
Oh, that was nice. As if I wasn't sweating enough in this fucking place without the air on right now. Good. My air conditioner gets picked up on the podcast if I leave it on. So come the summertime, when we get about July and August and September, you guys are probably just going to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
So I can't pass out trying to do this show. But you know, that music video I found out about earlier this year actually has a sequel to it.
Really?
Yeah, there's another music video that picks up where that one leaves off. We might watch that one in a future episode.
Definitely keep that on tabs.
May even do it next week. Way we don't
Okay.
have. That'll be one less bit for us to write if we remember.
Yeah. Write it down, goddammit.
I'll write it down. That don't mean I'm gonna remember. I'll put do the sequel next week.
Do the sequel. Do it. Do it now.
Do it now. But with that, you ready to listen to the song of the day?
Yeah, let's get to it, man.
All right, we're going to take us a little break, and when we come back, we're going to listen to Suicide by Adler's Appetite. We're like an hour into this now, so.
Nice. There we go. See, we're just padding content.
Yeah, dude, good. Because that's our last episode, I think, is going to be like 30 minutes long.
Yeah, that was really quick. That was like 30, 40 minutes at best, I think.
I mean, there wasn't nothing to really interview Dude about, or Steven about, because we'd already had him on before.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it wasn't that go at all worth talking about at the time.
Yeah. That's true. I was even thinking for extra, I have a couple ideas.
What you want to do?
So, like, I have, like, the Adler's Appetite song we're doing this week, like, on YouTube, and then there's an Up Next thing, and it's them doing a live cover of Mr. Brownstone, so you can review them covering, like, GNR stuff.
Oh, okay.
Be bad. Or I was thinking we can do, like, a whole series of, like, we watch just, like, shitty wrestling matches.
Save that idea. I've done that podcast before.
Mhm.
I don't want to do wrestling myself, but I've done been down that rabbit hole a couple of times and it didn't work out for me in the podcast world.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, I don't ever have what I combine internet content and wrestling. I never have success. When it's just wrestling in the indies, I had success. When I did just internet content, when I got pissed off at wrestling and refused to talk about it on my last successful show back in, which I'll tell you something, before this one, this is my most successful thing since 2011. But on my last successful radio show, I would get people that would call in and be like, why don't you talk about wrestling? And I'd be like, 'cause fuck you, that's why I click. Some stuff went down and I was mad, and they talked about me in the dirt sheets, and I never did get on to defend myself. So but it did make me a great heel. Like, I did get really paid for that, because when I did come back that second time, my second stint, after about 4 years of being mad, I came back for that second stint, and that's where I made all my money and was able to quit my job and all the other shit. But, like, it started out where they was introducing a new owner of the company, and all I did was said I did all the shit that they said I did on the internet. And boom. Instant heel. Didn't have to write shit. They already wrote it for me, and then they paid me for it. And that was that was my little vengeance.
Nice.
All that shit they lied, because it was bullshit. Like, shit, I was like, man, that would have been a good idea if I'd have thought of it. I would have fucked you over and made that money. All right. All right. Let's get on with it. I'm looking it up.
Adler's Appetite. This is... They only had like one EP and an album, and then that was it.
Yeah.
And I guess Adler did the whole Adler project, I think, afterwards.
Yeah, that band was good. They were kind of a little Black Veil Bridesy for my tastes, but I did enjoy the songs. All right. Here we go. Nice riff at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm going to pause.
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot of Izzy vibe off of this one.
Really?
Yeah. Like, it sounds like Izzy, but it's like not got that kind of relaxing kind of vibe that we're used to. You know what I'm saying? But it sounds like somebody trying to kind of put their own spin on whatever that style would be called. Here's what's funny is because I was kicking myself for not putting the lyrics in the comment section of this video like I normally do. And then the top comment is the lyrics. And I was like, oh, okay. That's convenient. Somebody else all did it. And then I looked who did it.
I was like, I know he's gonna do this. I'm like, I'm gonna just fuck him over and put the lyrics in.
And I totally forgot. And then you turned around and saved the day an hour ago. So you did this like right as we were going on the air.
Yeah, because I was trying to look for the lyrics and I couldn't find anything. And then like I found like it was on my GNR forum, so I put the lyrics to the entire like EP this song is on.
Good call. Good call. I hope you saved that link because we're gonna probably need that because this is not a popular EP. Let's see who we got. It's Jizzy Pearl.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that name. When you really think about it, Jizzy Pearl.
Jizz the pit / snake pit.
Like a pearl necklace. Like
what? You're jizzing on like a mom's tits or something?
Gross. I would read the rest of those guys, but I don't think you know who they are because I sure don't. So
Sherry Kelly sounds kind of familiar.
I don't know any of them.
Robbie Crane, he was once the bassist for Rat. Oh, that's cool. It's Rat.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Rat's a really good band live.
Yeah. Kerry Kelly has worked with Alice Cooper / Vince Neil. Wow.
I was thinking of Kelly Kelly when you said that.
Oh, it's the girl so nice they named her twice.
That's pretty bad. Because she used to just be Kelly. And then I guess they said, fuck it.
Kelly squared.
All right, let's get back to it. Wait, I heard shit's away all my sanity.
Shit the way of my sanity. Yeah, that's what the lyrics I put in there were.
Yeah.
From what I got, yeah.
Okay. I mean, I've shit away my sanity before when I had a bad burrito at Chipotle, but I mean, not bad enough to write a song like this about it because the next line is save me.
Yeah. I was going to say, speaking of shit, that's like me for the next day for 9 hours after a Taco Bell.
Oh, dude, I know.
Yeah.
But it's just so good. Can't help it.
I'm the bastard son of the
See, this should have been Suicide's music in TNA.
That'd been pretty kick-ass.
The devil's chaperone, I cannot stay. Walk hand in hand with the unknown, it's all the same. Another life gone up in smoke, I never change. We are reality.
Okay, so what I'm getting out of the lyrics is that this seems like about maybe struggling with addiction.
Could be. Yeah.
Because, like, Steven was kind of going through that at the time. I don't know if he actually wrote this stuff or not, or if he just played drums on it and put his name on it.
Yeah, no.
But,
here it says all tracks written by Adler's Appetite.
Okay, so maybe
Like
it
on
was
this
like
EP,
group
yeah.
effort.
Mm-hmm.
Loneliness. Gets away my sanity.
I dispute the shits away my sanity lyric.
Yeah, that's an odd one.
Yeah.
I should have died. Call me a suicide.
Okay, we're getting a breakdown. That's a really good solo. It's making me think of something, but I can't. I've lost it. I can't think of what. It reminds me of another solo, though.
Yeah.
I just can't think of what solo it reminds me of.
Yeah. To me, like, this whole song kind of sounds like a sort of knockoff of a Revolver type song.
Yeah, now that you say that, like,
It's very like that slow solo was like a sort of like a Slash tribute kind of thing, and this guy sounds like Scott Weiland with like a deeper voice.
kinda.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting another one. Okay.
Loneliness. Gets away my sanity.
I think it gets in the way of my sanity. I
Could
don't
be.
think it's shit the way of my sanity. I think it's loneliness gets in the way of my sanity.
I should have died. Call me a suicide. Call me a suicide. Call me a suicide. Call me a suicide.
Okay.
Call me a suicide.
I think we're pretty well done.
Yeah.
I love that the comment section on YouTube has already kind of beat me to what I was saying in the beginning. And this comes from Ready to Crash Down. And he says, yeah, I know his name is Jizzy. It's even written in the description. And this is Adler's Appetite, not Axl Rose. Oh, so he's replying to somebody, though. Oh, well,
Then
fuck
that
it.
guy was a pussy and deleted his fucking comments. So
Oh, no wonder we can't see it. No,
Yeah.
he did. Did he?
yeah, it's because like there's an at thing, but where's the comment? It's like 8 years ago.
Well, yeah, but if you go a few down underneath it, it's Carter. I'm not going to say his last name. You can look that up on your own if you really care that much. But it says in all caps, raised the singer's name is Chizzy. But
Oh,
then
I'm gonna get it.
Skid Roses says it pisses me off that these guys are next to not known, and I agree. Like that should have been good. But I really want to read this comment from Glam Americano El Ritorino. And he says, Este es el puro tema bueneto del disco. And I couldn't agree more. So, yeah, we even read a few comments. Look at that. Check you out, though. At the very top there. All right, so what do you give it?
For this, like, CVS brand Velvet Revolver track, I'll give it like a 1.5.
Yeah, it's really difficult for me to. I mean, instrumentally, it's okay. But even the solo makes me think of something else. I just can't. I can't access the file in my brain right now to pull out what it makes me think of. But anyway, I'm with you. I'd say 1.5, 2 at the most.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a 2, but I'm like, there's not really enough like redeeming qualities of it. It's just
Yeah, I probably won't listen to this again. So there you have it. It's nice that we're hating on a song. It's not by Izzy for a change.
Yeah. I was gonna say Izzy stuff is getting a lot better now, so that's good.
Caputo.
You're muted there for a second, but yes.
There we go. It's working again.
There we go, baby. Episode 106. Slowly but surely going in deep, going in raw. I'm trying to think of like good like sexual puns for this one.
Going in deep, huh?
Yeah. We're going balls deep in the hundreds here.
That's right. We are going to spread the cheeks of your ears today and thrust deep into your ear holes with our glorious podcasting, manly juices.
Yes, consensually, of course. No.
Right, obviously.
Yeah.
Or not, whatever. I mean, I guess it has to be because you could always turn off the podcast. So.
Yeah, you could just play something else. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
if we had our way about it, though,
You stuck it out here. It's only been a minute and a half, and you stuck it out this long. You can stick it out for another 40. It's okay.
It'll be fine, folks. It'll be fine. We got a great show today. I'm actually really looking forward to our song of the week, which is sometimes a nice change of pace here on the podcast, because sometimes we get a song, and sometimes you just know it's going to be a stinker.
Oh, yeah.
And the GNR community might give me shit for this, but I love the song we're listening to today.
Yeah, I'm hyped up just by like what you've been hyping up for the last week or so for this one. So I'm looking forward to it. Finally, some Adler, just Adler, because we've covered a lot of Adler's Appetite. It's very fucking confusing with his bands. It's like, we get it. Your last name is Adler. Fuck off.
This is true, and at the same time, I've kind of been hyping this one low key the entire duration of the show, because I have been saying that there's one Adler song that I know I like, that I'm really excited for it to come along, but I wouldn't say what it was. This is that song. This is what it was. So
it took 106 weeks, but we got here.
It really did, and we still haven't got My World yet. So
that'll be the next to last episode. I think we do. Imagine. Watch if My World comes up next week, another fucking spoken into existence moment. I'm gonna fucking throw my guitar against the wall here.
Oh man, well, now remember, I don't think either one of us has the kind of budget Paul Stanley has to end a show with. But if you've got that kind of money, by all means, far be it for me to stop you from at the end of each podcast just smashing the fuck out of the guitar.
I mean, I can just keep getting them off Amazon. I got Prime, so they'll come pretty quick.
Get them off a Wish. They'll be like that big. A dollar store ukulele. That'd be a good bit. At the end of the episode, we'll smash a dollar store ukulele, and then we'll send it to one lucky Patreon subscriber every month.
That's not a bad idea.
No, the shipping alone would break us with our budget. Let's be real.
That too. since we're like polar opposite like countries here too, it's like there goes the customs and everything. It's like, oh fuck, customs. When they started doing that, it's like, yeah, let's just throw an extra $25 on top of your fucking package already. Like, why? What?
God damn, because you dicks. That's why.
Yeah, bullshit. That's why.
I do want to make a quick announcement concerning another one of my podcasts. If you listen to Band, The Real Life Misadventures of Rick Dunsford and Friends, not this Wednesday, by the time you hear this episode, if you're listening on Patreon, it's this Wednesday. For everybody else, it was last Wednesday. I highly recommend going back to the last episode. I forget what we fucking talked about.
Was it the one with Michael Graves, the set and the
No,
the
we've
room?
done
Oh,
one
that was a
since.
different one.
Yeah, we've done one since then.
Mm-hmm.
That was a placeholder for the week because it was Father's Day and Rick couldn't be there. But there's links in the description, and I highly recommend picking up the original Rick Dunsford T-shirt. Now, unfortunately, we don't get none of this money; it's all Rick's. But I mean, it's his T-shirt. So, but the original Rick Dunsford T-shirt that you would see everybody in fucking Tupelo, Mississippi, wearing in the early 2000s. I didn't know who this cat was before I saw this T-shirt.
Rick Dunsford Promotions, man.
Dude, I knew Rick's T-shirt long
Market.
before I knew who the fuck he was. But
I knew the T-shirt before the man behind the T-shirt.
yeah. Dude, it took me a couple of days. I was hanging out with this cat for 2 or 3 days before I realized he was Rick Dunsford.
You're that guy.
From the radio.
From the T-shirt.
Some dude named Rick. And then one day he wore the shirt to work, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Man, that would have been a good alternative title for his podcast. Some dude named Rick.
Some dude named Rick, yeah. But if you want, the original Rick Dunsford T-shirt is now available for a limited time. Links are in the description of Rick's podcast. Go check it out. And I'm buying me one to go in my collection here. I've started a collection of T-shirts for this podcast, of every other podcast, except Guns and fucking Radio, because I can't get a Guns and Radio T-shirt to save my damn life. Which we're working on. I'm working on a series of them, actually. But I'm also working on a website, and there's a ton of things that are going on behind the scenes of this show simultaneously. Not to mention my computer's a hunk of shit, as we learned at the beginning of the show when it took me
show here, you know.
It's 6:45. It took me like 45 minutes to get you and me together today, just because I rebooted my computer last night.
God damn.
Bullshit.
Cue the soundboard.
Yeah. I don't have it set up yet. But
God
yeah,
damn.
if anybody out there is like loaded and just wants to blow some money on somebody for no reason, buy me a computer.
Yeah, or
Buy
you can
my
help
OnlyFans.
support the fund to buy Dustin a new computer by signing up on gunsandраdio.com for only $5 a month. You get to hear our shit literally pretty much a week early before it goes to the masses on like every podcast platform. You get the entire first season of Getting Dizzy with It, which we just finished recently.
That's right. And you got a sample of that on last week's GN Extra.
Oh yeah,
because I played the random appearance from Mr. Jesse Jackson,
which we will be having on the show hopefully in the near future.
Yeah, there's a few people I've been reaching out to lately to try to get on the show, particularly for our season finale, which is coming up sooner than later. What day does this air? Let me figure that.
This will be probably right after, probably the 5th of July, I think.
Yeah, July 5th.
This will be right after a glorious Canada Day, American Independence Day long weekend. You know.
Oh yeah, nice. I'll be off work today. So we've got this episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 9 episodes to go.
Yeah, just a few months away. Pretty much like around the beginning, mid-September.
Second week of September, isn't it?
Yeah, some around there. We'll have to like double check for sure, but it is.
We got
like
9 or 10 episodes to go.
Yeah, we got a whole summer with us here, man. So
Yeah, but I mean, for us behind the scenes, that means if some of the shit that we've planned is going to happen, we need to start working on that shit.
Yeah, we gotta start.
Which, knowing us, maybe we'll throw something together. It'll be
For
fine.
sure. I mean, the stuff we like hypothesized about like 6 months ago, who knows if it's gonna fucking even come to fruition.
Yeah, considering the script I wrote is nowhere near finished, I don't think that's going to happen. But we'll figure something out. We'll make it a good episode with guests and musical guests and cougar milfs and
Something, of an audio rendition of Big Boobs Bouncing. How about that? That's pretty good, I think. Something like that, but we'll probably get like a studio recording.
Ooh! There, how was that? That's the sound of me getting an erection. Ooh!
I thought that was you like getting an idea of something. I was like, oh, okay, shoot. Just...
No, that's a boner joke. Third one today. Okay.
So Dustin is now at full mast, and we're only 10 minutes into this podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Magnum Dong has returned, ladies and gentlemen.
Forgot about that.
Oh, that is for sure going in like the greatest moments when we do the whole season finale thing. I've got a whole list of them ready to go.
Oh, good.
Yeah. We're almost at 20, so we could probably do the same thing we did last year.
Well, we should probably start working on that because we only got 9 weeks left before the finale, so...
Oh, we still got 9 weeks more of some hilarious shit that could happen, so I mean...
This is true.
Yeah.
Well, guys, today, like I said, our song of the day is going to be actually a music video watch-along to the one that you hated by Adler.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, before the show, I was sitting on the can, and I was I was reading an article from a website called the Showbiz Cheat Sheet, and the article is a top 10 countdown of the top 10 most hated musicians of all time.
Interesting. I feel like you could get like 100 though on.
Yeah. So the game I want to play is Caputo. I want you to tell me, who do you think is on this list? And then we're going to go through the list and see how many you get correct.
All right.
I'd say if you get 6, I'll give you the W on this game.
All right. That works.
And you don't even have to get them in order, but I'll give you 2 points for each one you get in the right spot.
The splot?
Splot, yes.
The sploosh?
The sploosh, yeah. So, if you could think of 10 rock stars that would go on a list of most hated, who would you start out with? Who would be your number 10 that you believe that the public hates the most?
I don't know. Like, as much as we love this band, we base the whole podcast based around them. General, I guess, consensus, I would probably have to go Axl Rose.
You'll say
He's
Axl
probably
Rose?
on there. I think. All right. Yeah, just because if you ask someone who's not like us, like hardcore fans about the stuff, be like, and they know some basic knowledge sort of
Axl Rose is an asshole. Yeah.
Starting riots, he's showing up late, all that fucking bullshit.
I always heard he was a fucking asshole in real life, but then he was just fucking nice to us, so what do you know?
Yeah.
All right, who do you think's number... Okay, give me another one. That's one.
Well, this is one I just personally fucking hate. Van Morrison.
Van Morrison?
Dude has one song, and now apparently he's some friggin' conspiracy QAnon theorist asswipe. So there you go. You're already in my shit list.
I don't even know who Van Morrison is.
Brown Eyed Girl.
Oh.
Yeah,
Really?
There you go. It's one song.
Oh. Well, I don't care for that song too much.
Yeah, neither do I. It was in a rock band game once. Pretty cool. That was it.
Give me a number 8.
This is tough. I should have fucking thought about this.
Who do you think, rock stars, do you think people hate?
Hate. Ooh.
I can't, it's not fair to me for me to throw some on there because I've seen the list. I should have waited. If I knew that, we literally thought that we literally threw this bit together right before we went on the air and then we hit record. we didn't even give it like 2 minutes worth of thought this week.
Yeah.
So
talking about rock stars, can I just throw like the entire band of Nickelback on there?
oh, Nickelback, yeah, that's a pretty good
I
one.
was gonna say I did probably just, not even one guy. They hate all of them. Fuck those guys.
Yeah. Who else do people hate? Now think about it. And now, by the way, it's not just rock stars; it's musicians in general.
Oh, okay. R. Kelly.
R. Kelly. Oh, I didn't think of that. That's a good one, though. Yeah, he's in some shit right now, but you know he did go pee on some people. So
Yeah, and he did start like a sex cult. Or whatever. Honestly, I don't know if you ever watched like Surviving R. Kelly. That shit is like deep and like holy fuck. What shit he's done is ridiculously bad.
yeah, I mean, I believe in guilty till or innocent until proven guilty. And sometimes some of that stuff you get guilty till proven innocent. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that's fair, but I also believe that where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah.
So, you know, I can't stand up for R. Kelly because just his body language alone, when he was being interviewed and he freaked out on that lady, led me to believe, yeah, he did that shit.
Yeah, and how like he was like outside there while like his two quote unquote whatever girlfriends or whatever were like getting interviewed, and he's like there in the room like don't say that. I'm like, whoa, this guy's fucking a manipulative asshole.
All right, who else? Who else you got?
Oh, man. So yeah, so that opens up more when you add like just any
No, it's musicians. It's not just
musicians in
it's
general.
musicians.
Okay,
In general,
so that helps it a bit more now. I'm trying to think.
Who do you hate personally?
Well, we already got one out of the way. Ted Nugent. How about that? There's another one.
Ted Nugent, the Nuge.
Fucking piece of garbage.
I hear he's insane in real life, so that's a possibility. Honestly, at this point, I don't really remember who's on it. I'm just hesitant to throw names out there because of the fact that I've already read the article.
Yeah.
All right, so we got 5 more.
Oh shit.
Let's just rapid fire. Throw somebody out there. Just anybody.
Oh, man. I gotta think like there's actually some like legitimacy to this, and there's who people hate. I don't know. I'd probably throw like Gene Simmons on there just because of the stupid fucking comments he says in interviews. I guess people would hate him for that. It's just like, shut up.
I love Gene Simmons for how cocky he is.
Yeah, but I bet you people would be like, oh, this guy's a fucking asshole.
All right, I need 4 more.
4 more, okay.
Who have you heard is an asshole in real life?
I'm trying to remember.
What's a song you really hate? Think of it that way. What song you'll be driving on the radio, it comes on, and you're like, fuck, I hate that song.
Damn.
I mean, I can name songs I hate. Let's see. Well, it's hard, really, to think about songs I hate.
Well, I mean, like, the most songs we've done on this podcast, like the Duff songs, I hate those, but, like, I can't see Duff being hated that much. He seems like a decent dude. He's, you know.
He always seems nice.
Yeah, he seems like a decent human being, so.
Who else? Who seems like a shitty person? There's one glaring example that I know we've talked about on this show before that I can't believe you're not saying.
Oh, I just thought of one. Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson?
Yeah, with his recent allegations and shit. People would probably hate that guy.
Okay.
For other
Well,
reasons, too.
there's still one that we've talked about on this show that I'm waiting on you to say, but you got 3 more slots.
Vince Neil.
Oh, no, Vince Neil, okay. I'm still waiting on the one that we have talked about. We've talked about a lot of shit on this show. I mean, it's been 2 years almost, so.
Yeah. No,
Every week for 2 years, by the way. We haven't missed a fucking week yet.
Oh, man. See, like, the only other one I could think of that we've, like, sort of, like, poked fun at was, like, Paul Stanley. But, like, Paul Stanley, I don't think seems like an idiot.
Do you want me to put him on the list?
Throw him on there. Fuck it.
Okay.
You would probably be like, "Oh, where's Ace and Peter?" We'd probably hate Paul Stanley for that. I don't
You
know.
got one more, and that's an obvious answer, man.
Obvious. How fucking obvious is it?
Well, I'll tell you this much. There's no females on your list here.
That's true. I don't know. Oh man. Well, Courtney Love.
Courtney Love.
There you go. Since you brought females, I'm like, people would probably hate her because of the whole
All right.
Cobain and handling of that shit. I don't know.
So this is your final list. Axl Rose, Van Morrison, Nickelback, R. Kelly, Ted Nugent, Gene Simmons, Marilyn Manson, Vince Neil, Paul Stanley, and Courtney Love. Do you want to change any of those?
I think I may want to change one.
Which one?
I probably want to take Paul Stanley out of there.
All right.
I gotta think of something. Like, I don't know.
Come on, it's obvious, man. Come on.
Obvious.
Think of a musician that everybody universally thinks is a fucking dumbass.
Oh my god. That's like all of them.
I gotta say also for the record, it's pouring down rain in Jefferson City right now, and my window is not open, but you will probably hear some thunder and shit in the background. It's been thundering and pouring all day, so
It's the opposite here, man. We're in a fucking heat wave right now.
Canada has heat. Huh. I figured it was just always snowy like South Park.
Yeah, for the months between June and August, there's a chance of a heat wave.
Huh.
After that, it just becomes fall again.
You guys have some
and then we
floods.
get snow in October. No floods yet, no.
Oh, well. Yeah, all your snow melts and runs down here, assholes.
It runs down in our fucking sewers, dude.
All right, come on. I need one more. Come on.
Oh, man.
Think of the most dumbass musician. Just think of a musician and dumbass and put those things together, and what face pops up in your head?
I mean, Ted Nugent, but we already said that one.
You probably don't listen to the guy who I'm fishing for. You probably don't listen to his music.
Are we talking about Danzig?
Danzig, is that your final answer? That's
Because he
not
did
what I'm
say
looking
some
for.
recently stupid-ass comments.
He always does.
I'm going to throw him on there because I don't think Paul Stanley deserves to be on that list.
Okay, so Axl Rose, Van Morrison, Nickelback, R. Kelly, Ted Nugent, Gene Simmons, Marilyn Manson, Vince Neil, Danzig, and Courtney Love is Caputo's final list. All right,
Just
so
my guesses there off the top of my fucking head.
number 10. One of the most, and I'm going to read directly from the article. I'll try to remember to put a link in the description, but if I don't, it's cheatsheet.com is the website that I'm reading from. So as far as I'm concerned, credit's been given. One of the most controversial musical artists ever, Marilyn Manson's demonic look at heavy metal sound have naturally turned off many, with accusations of Satanism and immoral content potentially serving as a negative influence on younger listeners. So Marilyn Manson is on the list. There's a point. All right, this is good. Good, off to a great start. You got one so far.
There we go. That was a good one, man.
Number 9. This is the one that I cannot believe. This is the one I was fishing for the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
What can be said about this self-proclaimed musical genius? His marriage to Kim Kardashian has made him even more of a tabloid target, and his tremendous ego and constantly bad behavior certainly haven't helped win him over with anyone. And of course, I'm talking about Kanye West.
Ah.
That's
he,
the one.
He was at one point for sure. I don't know if, public opinion probably hasn't changed much, but I didn't think of that. Then again, I don't know. I do enjoy, Kanye's music, so it's, one of the few, hip-hop artists I'll actually enjoy. We have the same birthday, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I still haven't been invited to any of his parties, so I'm still fishing out there every year on Twitter.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah. If you ever, decides to come back on Twitter and just, tweet some random shit, maybe you'll see.
I love how he went bankrupt, so he went on a fucking 3-month pilgrimage through Europe and shit, and did shit that broke people don't do.
Yeah, broke people backpack through Europe. It's called being a college student.
All right, we're up to number 8. And it says, this one's going to give it away in the description. The former child star went from Hannah Montana to one of the most bizarre live performances ever, involving Robin Thicke and a giant foam finger. Of course, we're talking about Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, that was the Ratchet Miley era. But I think that is like changed a lot. I think she definitely grew up and like changed a bit.
Her latest album is really dope. I recommend it. I've said that before on the show.
Oh yeah, shout out to Rick for recommending that to both of us actually.
Oh yeah. Number 7. One of the most popular rappers in recent years, the Miami-based artist has seen tremendous success with songs like "I Know You Want Me" and "Timber." Of course,
we were talking about Florida for a second, but then Pitbull. Oh fuck, those are 2 that could have been on there. God damn it.
Yeah.
Pitbull, basically a playlist for any white person's wedding. Dude, legit.
Yes, every white person's wedding I've been to has Pitbull playing.
Oh my god. At least one Pitbull song comes on. Max 5.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, yeah, Pitbull.
I do like Timber, I will say. I get down to that shit when I'm at the club or something.
Yeah.
I won't put it on my own radio, but...
I don't know. There's like, Pitbull's like good summer music. And then after that, I want to fucking hear his name ever again.
Number 6. As the front man of the band, Guns N' Roses, he has contributed significantly to the world of rock, yet Axl Rose is still hated by many musicians because of his ego, diva attitude, and delinquent behavior. And so there's 2 for you. You got Axl. Axl's on the list. And number 5, despite being one of the biggest stars in the world and achieving mainstream success in the pop world, let's see. Her constant appearances in the tabloids have suspiciously perfect public persona. I've lost my place in this one. Fuck that. It's Taylor Swift.
Really?
Yeah, Taylor Swift is number 5. I've always heard she's kind of a bitch in real life, though.
I've heard rumors about that, but I didn't think she would be like that hated. I mean, she has like her fan base is like crazy as fuck.
Look, man, I'm going to say something on this show. I don't know if I've said it before, but it ain't something I'm ashamed of. Like, I don't even care. All right? I love Taylor Swift. I listen to her shit all the time.
Dude.
And I don't care what none of y'all think.
Yeah. I got respect for what she's doing now, since, who was it? Fucking... The whole thing where, like, all of her old music from her old record label was, like, basically bought by one guy. And now she's, I think, just re-recording, like, those albums again and re-releasing them.
Yeah.
I believe that's what she's doing or something. Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I respect, kudos to you. She's trying to get, like, the rights to her music back, basically.
I don't follow her.
She has to re-record this shit.
I don't follow her news or anything like that. I just listen to the tunes.
Yeah. I don't know. That's just like from like the rumblings I've heard. I don't really like follow into it, but like she's got some decent stuff. I don't complain.
Number 4. Now, originally I said when I think of dumbass and musician and I put those 2 things together in my head, Kanye West is the face that appears in my head. However, if I think of the word musician and douchebag and put those together, what comes up in your head? Who's the biggest douchebag in the world?
Ooh.
Don't
Kevin
know.
Federline?
Really close. Musicians, not couch husbands.
Yeah, not one time rap album guy.
Oh man. I didn't even read this part before I said all that, but I'm going to read from the article now. Ask anyone who was following pop music in the late 90s and early 2000s about the term douchebag, and Fred Durst is bound to come up. Fred Durst is number 4.
God damn it.
Number 3. A man who was most notably involved in a domestic abuse scandal with his ex-girlfriend Rihanna, Chris Brown.
Oh, fuck. There is one. Fuck that asshole. Guy's a cocksucker.
Number 2, with an overly sexual persona and insane musical melodies and lyrics, she finds herself in constant feuds and hasn't exactly established her as a very meaningful voice in hip-hop. Of course, I'm talking about the one and only Nicki Minaj is number 2.
Oh, interesting. I don't know. I don't really care for that music, so I don't know much.
And number 1, the number 1 most hated musician, according to this article on Snowbiz Cheat Sheet, is a nice Canadian man like yourself.
Oh, God.
He rose to fame when he was just a kid.
Oh, I already know this.
And he is about as entitled and obnoxious as they come, with his underwhelming music and his appalling behavior and abuse to fans. Justin Bieber makes number 1 on the most hated musicians list.
Well, I failed miserably at that one.
Well, you got 2. You got Manson and Axl Rose.
Yeah. I went more of the rock star route, though. That's
Right. And, going back to your list, I would say I don't know enough about Van Morrison to say I hate them. Nickelback definitely should be on that list. Kelly definitely should be. I'm going to give you, you know what I'm going to do? Let me see. R. Kelly, you said Ted Nugent.
Yeah.
And Courtney Love. There you go. I'm going to give you 4 points for those 4 just because they should have been on the fucking list.
Dude, totally. How?
So there, I'm going to give you the win anyway. Just for naming off people that should have been on that fucking list.
Fuck yeah. Because somehow we know really shitty people in rock.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So what musicians do you hate the most? Here's a clip for the TikTok. Hey guys, got a question. What musicians do you hate the most? Let us know. Comment on this TikTok and let us know. Who's your least favorite on that list?
Ted Nugent.
I think mine's definitely, of the ones you named, R. Kelly.
Yeah, that's probably a tie between those two because they're both fucking pieces of shit.
I don't know though. Fred Durst, man. Fred Durst is quite the douchebag.
He's a douche, but like Limp Bizkit had like 2 decent songs, so
Did they? Did they really?
I don't know.
I can't listen to any of them, so
I can only listen to like 2 of them.
Which 2?
My Way and fucking Rollin'.
Okay, here's the thing about My Way. I will listen to My Way if I'm watching promotional material, getting myself hyped to sit down and watch WrestleMania 17.
Oh yeah, that song made that fucking the hype package.
I did think it was funny that after Undertaker's motorcycle got destroyed. You remember that in the early 2000s?
I think so, yeah.
I think it was the NWO run over his motorcycle with an 18-wheeler. I can't remember.
No, that they like tried to murder The Rock in an 18-wheeler.
Yeah. Somebody destroyed Taker's motorcycle, and he started walking to the ring again. Mm-hmm. And then they changed his music to have "Dead Man Walking."
You're turning there.
Yeah, and then I remember thinking how funny it was that he's walking now because his motorcycle's destroyed. That cracked me up. Well, guys, now's the time that we're going to review our music video of the day.
Ooh, our song plus with a music video twist, sort of spin on it too.
That's right. We're going to be checking out The One That You Hated by Adler. And we recommend jumping up on the YubiTubi and looking it up. The version that I'm going to be watching is from Adler Official.
Ooh.
Let's go ahead and subscribe to that channel. I mean, I am watching via the Guns and Radio YouTube channel right now, so
yeah.
Go ahead and give them a good old scribe.
Yeah, even though this is their only studio album, at least so far, I don't know. Unless Adler decides to go like, oh, gotta bring Adler's Appetite back now for 5 years, and then go back to this shit.
I just don't think they're gonna do anything else because this is over a decade ago, isn't it? What year? This came out 9 years ago.
2012, November of 2012.
Yeah, I don't think they're coming up with nothing else. Could be wrong. I mean, look how long fucking Guns N' Roses took to put out a new album, so.
That's true, but that's like a fucking whole story in and of itself.
Yeah. But I don't think people will be clamoring at the fucking bits to get the new Adler album when it comes out, but I could be wrong.
Hey man, there's some Adlerites out there that would be down for that.
Well, have you got it pulled up? Are you ready?
Yeah, I got it. Hang on, let me see. Oh, because I found a Rolling Stone article about it, so hopefully it'll work from here. Or if not, I'll just let me.
Ooh, what's the Rolling Stone article say?
It says in the video for The One That You Hated, former Guns N' Roses drummer Steven Adler takes on the destructive relationships with his new band. And then it has like quotes and stuff from basically Adler and people from the band itself.
Yeah, it's a pretty good song. I've made better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it even has this thing from a quote from the frontman of this project, Jacob Bunton, where he says, the lyrics are about two people that are no good for each other, but for whatever reason won't break up. Maybe it's the sex. Maybe it's the convenience. Maybe they're just scared to move on and start over. But a lot of people seem to be attracted to the people that they hate. Love and hate are intimately linked within the human brain.
Wait, what's the front man's name again?
Jacob Bunton.
Jacob Bunton. Oh yeah, dude, I know him. He had a solo career before this.
Oh shit, yeah.
It didn't. I wouldn't say it got like extremely famous, but he was kind of Black Veil Brides-esque kind of music. I think Black Veil Bride's on a smaller budget. Like I think it was Rick's wife that showed me his album. No, there's one song here. Hang on a second. Jason Bunton. Yeah, this was him. Hang on a second. Let me get it loaded up here.
Yeah. Even on the Wikipedia page for this album, there's like some quotes and stuff from the band members about this too.
Okay.
There's a funny one here. When Steven Adler was asked if his new album was better than the latest Guns N' Roses album, Chinese Democracy, he remarked, "Of course it is." Any way to shit talk Axl.
Well, hang on. Let me play this little clip for you here. I'm not going to play enough, but you can do your research and find this on YouTube because I found it when I just typed in his name. But hang on one second. See what I mean? It's kind of like Black Veil Brides in a way.
I was not expecting it this time. I totally forgot. I totally forgot about this fucking gag. Oh my god. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's actually like legit. Nope. Same old shit.
Oh man. Okay. So what's the Wikipedia say? Let's get because once we start the music video, we're not going to stop it. We're going to do a full-fledged watch along. So let's get as much information in as we can right now.
Well, it just talks more about like the whole, I guess, recording of the record and all that. But if you want more about the song itself, there's more in this Rolling Stones article here. Although it's an early Adler track, The One That You Hated was one of the last songs the band recorded from their album. So Jacob Bunton basically goes on saying, one night Slash was at the studio and we played him a couple of the songs. When this song started playing, he was grinning ear to ear. So we knew either it's a kick-ass song or it's so bad we're making him laugh.
Man. I do remember when this came out. I remember where I was the first time I heard it. I was at Rick's house, probably sleeping on the couch. Spent a lot of time on that man's couch.
Yes, I was gonna say. Speaking of Slash, he's actually on a track on one of the songs on this album.
Oh, which one?
Just Don't Ask. So that's a good one. We'll be looking forward to because he plays good lead guitar on that track.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sweet. Even got John 5 on this album. Not bad.
Nice.
Well,
do you want to get into the video?
Yeah, let's get into it. Hopefully, you guys listening have got it loaded. If not, get on it.
Pause the podcast if you need to. Look up The One That You Hated by Adler. Pause it at the 0 mark. When we tell you to hit play, motherfucker.
Yeah. You want to count it down, or you want me to count it down here?
You count it down this time.
All right, ladies and gents, in 3, 2, 1, play it.
Cameras rolling.
4:57 p.m. I love how they know exactly when this was recorded.
Yeah. Just put a fake time on there.
Yeah. I don't think that this is all one take. Call me crazy, but you know.
Definitely not. Oh, look, they're basically just recreating the Sweet Child of Mine music video.
Yeah.
Oh, original Adler. Oh, now it's in color. Okay.
Yeah, bruh. How you like that? Now it's in color.
Now it's in the 2000s instead of 87.
And you know what? I see the band. Since the band's dressed in all black, I love it's like this like goth band except for Steven. Like he stands out like a sore thumb.
Literally. He's like the dad of this group, it seems like. Is he wearing shorts?
Of course,
Oh, no.
it's Steven Adler.
I was like, it looked weird, so I'm like, oh, look.
No, he's wearing jorts. Thank you.
Just a big John Cena mark?
Yeah, that's exactly what he is. Now, if you guys are listening right now and you're not just a huge Guns N' Roses fan, you should probably note that if you want to know which one Steven is, he's the one that's not wearing eyeliner right now.
Yeah, the one not with black hair and like a crazy fucking hearted style. Oh, look, Marky Ramone.
That wasn't Marky Ramone. He wasn't wearing a wig.
No, that was the wig he got from the guy.
I do like the hot chicks. That's a nice touch.
There's like one I've seen. I don't know. Alright, decent solo.
Baby, I'm too young to know any better, but I guess I'm just too old to care.
Wait, was that a Jack Skeleton tattoo?
I think.
I'm the one that you hated.
It's like all of the people that auditioned for Flyleaf and didn't make the cut. Someone needs to give that singer a cheeseburger.
Or like some muscle ass, please.
Something. His titties are like negative cups. Like he has like a negative A. I had a buddy of mine like that in wrestling. He was so skinny his titties sunk in, and we always gave him shit about it. There you go, the one that you hated. We hope, yeah, we hope you guys go check that out. Not a bad music video.
It's the basic rock music video, but it works, man. Can't complain.
Yeah. I mean, the song itself, I think, is really good.
It's pretty good, actually. That's like my first time listening to it. I'm like, I'm pretty enjoying it.
Well, let's do ratings now.
Yeah.
I don't remember who went first last time.
I'll let you go first this one.
Well, I really like the song. This is the only song other than the one that we reviewed on the show that I've heard from the band. I think we listened to Waterfall the last time.
Yeah, that was the one.
And I don't think I cared for that song as much. This one I really like, though.
Yeah.
It's not 5-star territory by any stretch of the imagination. But, I mean, it's in my playlist. Ever since it came out, I've had it in my playlist, and I listen to it regularly. Mm-hmm. And I really enjoy it. For me, it's going to be... I'm kind of teetering between 3.5 and 4 stars, so I'm going to give it a 3.75.
All right. I'm probably going to go along those same lines, too. Like, for, like, my first listen, this is probably the best Adler song I'd say we've won. Yeah, the best Adler song, the Adler's Appetite. That's a whole fucking other thing.
Yeah.
When there's a couple decent ones there.
I would say that of both Adler and Adler's Appetite that we've listened to so far. This is
definitely like the best one. It's pretty solid. It's definitely like rock radio friendly. Like I would imagine hearing this like randomly on like Sirius XM or like even like local rock radio or something like that. This is definitely perfect for radio airplay, all that stuff as like a lead single. Perfect for it. But I think like with a lot of this album too, like the single Adler album, whatever, a lot of the stuff just basically sounds like everything else that was probably on the radio around this time, like especially rock radio. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of a detriment in a couple other songs I've listened to off this album, but to hear it works, it's fine. But it's probably like the best Adler song I think so far. I mean, like even saying like like that whatever before, I just have to throw it out there, but it's a 3.75 for me. It's still good, but I like Adler to like maybe try something else. When you compare it to a lot of the other four OG members' solo work, it just doesn't scream like this is Steven Adler. Join the giveaway on Twitter or on Instagram. Follow
yeah, all that good shit.
We're reviewing some Adler. Let's do it.
Let's start a riot.
Yeah, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like fucking Fozzy.
It kind of does.
Bro, I don't know if you ever heard the song Murder No More by Fozzy. It sounds exactly like it already.
You said it's called Murder No More?
Murder No More. This is like on that one Fozzy album where they went like very fucking heavy metal for some reason.
Huh.
And it sounds literally exactly like this. The first thing that came to my head.
It's definitely 2010s rock.
Yeah. Just was 2012, so I mean.
Yeah.
So it's 2010s.
Well, it's 2012 rock, and it sounds like it should have came out in 2004.
Or like by 2008, the latest, Could compete with Chinese democracy.
Yeah. This is Adler's version of that.
Imagine Chinese democracy and Adler's album come out on the same day. No one buys them. That's it.
Poor Steven, man. It just buries any kind of...
No, they're all busy buying some other shit.
Yeah. Oh. It really sounds like, I forget how much of the times the singer sounds like. This is not timeless music by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah. It was cool at the time.
Oh, for sure.
3 Days Grace. You just about said it. That's what
I was trying to think. 3 Days Grace mixed with that Fozzy song I just mentioned, mixed with Three of a Dead Man.
Yeah, it sure does.
Oh, really? Is it?
Sorry, I couldn't get it to pause. What'd you say?
No, because you said it was something about so hard to say something about everything I hate about you. I said, oh, is it now?
I hate everything about you. You can mix that in here.
Probably.
I would have totally got down to this in 2008.
Oh, yeah.
This is like some Egypt Central kind of style.
Well, another fucking old band. Holy shit.
Like, seriously, so if I play this, 3 Days Grace, Egypt Central, and all that shit, Skillet.
Skillet, yes. Oh, my God.
Dude, like this would
Killer.
blend right in with all of that.
Dude, literally, this is what like the Octane channel on Sirius XM would be playing, even still to this day. You would hear this on Sirius XM Turbo, where they play like the old 2000s rock and shit.
Yeah. The heavy bass is reminding me of something else, but I
don't know.
can't place it.
I feel like he took inspiration from like those time, like Revolver was very heavy on that, where they'd let Duff have like a little bit of a bass line part for a second.
Yeah.
Even like a lot of old like GNR stuff too was very heavy on the bass. In some parts, you know, like bass line intros or like sections with more bass.
Quit. Cat's chewing on my headphone cable now.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah, so that's where I feel like they got inspiration from. I guess Adler was like, let me see what all my friends are doing.
6, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Sound of Madness by Shinedown is what it's making me think of.
Shinedown, another one. We're just naming like old 2000s. That 2000s show. That's what they should call this fucking episode.
Oh man, well to find that, all I did to find out what song I was trying to think of was I googled bands that sound like Theory of a Dead Man.
Shinedown.
And we've got Chad Kroeger, Shinedown, Nickelback. Nickelback doesn't sound.
Well, Chad Kroeger, the lead singer of Nickelback. I don't know. This does kind of sound like a ripoff of Burn It to the Ground. Oh my god, that's what it sounds like.
Godsmack.
It's like if you can't afford to have Nickelback as your theme song for your wrestling TV show, just use this song.
Seether, Trapped.
Seether, Trapped. Fuck those guys.
Hinder had one good song, but it wasn't one of the ones they played on the radio. It was a
fucking slow song.
No, not even that one. What you go and break? What's already broken? That's the only song I like by them.
Oh, I don't know one song from them. That I have to actually do like a
it's called How Long.
Okay. I'm going to listen to that after this.
Okay, I'm just going to confess something I've never confessed. Have I ever told you what my first concert was on this show?
I don't recall.
Well, whatever I said, I was lying. It was actually Hinder. I'm not even kidding. So the first concert experience I ever had, I'd never been to a concert, so I thought they'd dim the lights and now, ladies and gentlemen, entering the stage or whatever. But no, like all of a sudden the lights went out and they go, "Why'd you go and break what's already?" And that's how the whole show started.
God damn. They don't need no McBob.
No kind of intro, no nothing.
Really?
They just came on stage, did their shit. Okay. So now the further I go down this list, the more they reach. Because we got Saving Abel. You remember that one song they had?
Probably. I have to listen to it.
I'm so addicted to all the things I do when I watch pornography.
I do. The band name sounds familiar.
All the sounds I make with every breath I take, it's unlike anything when I'm rubbing me.
What is this? The song about the genie from Aladdin or masturbation?
You've never heard "Addicted" by Saving Abel?
I have never. Saving Abel sounds familiar, but I've never heard the song.
We'll have to watch that in a music video watch along because they're from the same corner of Mississippi that I'm from.
Yeah.
And when that song hit it big, dude, because they're from Corinth, Mississippi, which is like real close to Tupelo. And I'm technically from Boonville, Mississippi, which is between Corinth and Tupelo. It's just nobody's ever heard of it, so I always say Tupelo.
Yeah, I'll keep a note of that if we ever need a bit.
Yeah. But when Saving Abel came out with Addicted, man, everybody was a Saving Abel fan, and everybody knew these guys and hung out with these guys all the time and all this other shit. I didn't.
No.
I mean, they did. I will say, since they were so close
Mhm.
when they got famous, they did have a surprise concert for us at the college while I was in school.
Nice.
And that was really cool because they were in, like I said, they lived right there.
Mhm.
And so they came and played in the basketball gym just for the students. And then they didn't tell nobody. So it just, you had to be, it came out in the email when they got our email. By the way, tonight, come down to the basketball court. Saving Abel's going to be playing. And we were like, really? So yeah, that's pretty
Sweet.
cool. Blackstone Cherry, Daughtry, 10 Years, My Darkest Days,
Yeah.
Pop Evil. Shout out to Band. If you haven't listened to Band, The Real Life Misadventures of Rick Dunsford and Friends, go check it out. We got some, I don't know who Joe Don Rooney is.
Speaking of Pop Evil, shout out to Dwayne.
Dwayne! Oh no, it's the devil. Drowning Pool, Puddle of Mud.
Dude, you're a dude.
Dude, okay. Bands that sound like Theory of a Dead Man, way down here, and I know they're scratching the bottom of the surface. Motley Crue. Really?
I almost spilled my water.
You fucking lost me on this one.
Oh my god.
Okay, now I just want to say something real quick.
All right, what is it, Vince?
Motley Crue does not sound anything like Theory of a fucking Dead Man.
There's one thing I can agree with you on, and that's it.
Oh, My Darkest Days was one of the bands I named a minute ago.
Ah, there we go. Okay, now the solo got interesting. Okay.
Good guitar solo.
The first half was like, okay, this is like by the numbers. And then it was like, okay, the second half was fucking sick.
Yeah. All right. That's pretty good.
It's not bad.
Okay, Kat, I'm trying to do a podcast. Can you not fucking attack me? Are you seeing this shit?
Yeah.
So I was just pet. Oh, you little bastard, quit.
It's going to war.
Little bastard. We're trying to record a podcast. Hey. Oh, you want to hold hands? Hey.
No, he wants to fuck up that hand.
He's being a little asshole right now.
Yeah.
Hey. You not see I'm busy. Thank you. All right, Blown Away by Adler. That's that.
That pretty much was that. I mean, we basically compared to 74 other bands.
We spent more time talking about other shit than we even give a fuck about this song.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it literally sounds like the first 15 seconds of Martyr No More by Fozzy. I'm gonna look it up right now, actually. Hang on.
Can you play it so we can hear?
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I'm actually gonna play it right now. Hang on. If I can fucking find it. Come on, Spotify, let's go. Fozzy.
You pay for Spotify?
Yeah.
I see Joe Rogan hadn't run you off yet.
No. I mean, listen, the podcasts are great for Spotify. We gotta plug our podcast anyway on Spotify. We got video.
Fuck yeah.
Anyways, here's Martyr No More.
I love Joe Rogan. It's the same song.
See, literally, it's literally the same song. And wait, hang on. Let me see when this album was released.
Oh, you say 2012.
This is actually 2013. So they may have, it was released January 1st, 2013.
Think Chris Jericho ripped off Steven?
Maybe. Oh my God, we have a case.
Steven sold him the instrumental.
Bro, I'll sell
Play
you
a
the
little
first...
more. Let's see if the lyrics, when they come in, if it sounds anything like it.
No, the lyrics are totally different.
I want to see if the melody. I can't tell. It started fading out. I don't know. I think it's rejecting it.
Is it? Hang on.
Sometimes Spotify rejects our songs and they're hard to hear. So if you want to hear the full song in real time, you should probably go and listen.
Hang on. The lyrics are going to kick in here.
That's not the same there, but it sounds like the same instrumental.
Oh, yeah, instrumentally. Hell yeah.
You think Fozzy got lazy and just like bought this instrumental from Steven?
Honestly, wouldn't be surprised. Chris Jericho probably was like, "Oh, look, man, I love Guns N' Roses. I have to support Steven Adler." Remember that one time I met Axl Rose on a fucking radio show?
Pot of Thunder. Shout out. All right, so you want me to go first?
Yeah, either way, I don't really care.
I don't hate it. I don't really love it. 2.5.
I'm honestly, I'm gonna go along the same lines because it's like it was good at first, but then it's like you end up comparing it to 74 other bands around the same time.
Yeah, it reminds me of songs I'd rather listen to.
And I think it's a lot of the songs, even on the one and only, Adler, just strictly Adler, no appetite. Adler sans appetite, let's say, as they would say. But yeah, it's like middle of the road, this track. There's a couple other better ones I think we listened to from this album as well.
Yeah, the one that you hated was
a stellar track. That was probably the best one I think on this album.
I think that is unfortunately the best song on the album. I don't think it gets any better.
Yeah, we'll see. There is a song with Slash, so maybe that'll be a pretty good one. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll get to that eventually.
But yeah, this is like middle of the road, man. Like even the solo was like generic at first, then it got good, which is pretty much like the opposite of the song, where like it was pretty good the first minute, then you realize it sounds like a lot of other shit at the time, and you're like,
yeah.
So I'm gonna go 2.5 as well. It's not terrible, it's not bad, but it's just like it was a lot of other shit. It doesn't really stand out from the pack in a way. It's not terrible. Like we've heard a lot worse on this show.
Yeah,
it's just meh.
Well, what do you think? Let us know. You know what, you little bastard. Let us know what you think about this.
Yeah, before Dustin fights his cat in the back alley.
Fight. You know what? Fuck it. Come on. Is this the day? Is the day today you take on the old man? Grr. All right, I'm gonna hit him back. Here we go. I'm hitting him back. I hit him back. You see me hit him? All right, I'm gonna get him.
He's got pretty quick reflexes. He's coming for you.
Oh, he had to sneeze. Are you okay? You done sneezing?
No, he's looking at himself.
Grr. Yeah. Today the day you take on your old man? Is today the day? Huh? Is this the day? Get that booty. I'm gonna squeeze your booty. I'm gonna squeeze your booty. Get your booty. I'm gonna get that booty. Come here. We'll get the booty. Little asshole. Yeah. But like I said, I think the song is. See, even when I try to stop, he enjoys this.
Mm-hmm.
You see how when I do that, he just stops.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what that means. He knows what that means. Hey, come on. Really? It's going to gnaw on me? Gonna catch me a gnaw on me? Oh, this is the kind of shit. This is my life. That's why I got all these scars and shit on my hand. Are we done? He's trying to tell me hurry his fucking podcast up and go to bed.
Yeah. All right, that's what I think.
Yeah, because it's his bedtime right now. It's actually 30 minutes past his bedtime, so he's in a bad mood. Can I pet you? Can I pet you? Say good boy. Yeah. Oh, look how good. He's thinking about it. Got them big pupils. Yeah. Well, look, we'll go to bed in a minute. But yeah, like I was saying though about the song, man, I think probably my biggest bitch about the song is it makes me think of it. It reminds me of like so many other songs I'd rather listen to right now than this.
Mm-hmm. Like I'd rather listen to Fozzy right now.
Yeah. But
it's a good song, that Fozzy one, man. If I played it more, fuck, it's a good shit.
Yeah, but as soon as I get off of here, there ain't going to be no fucking off and doing it tomorrow. I got to get this shit uploaded.
Oh, no. We can't fuck around with this. Shotcast maybe sometimes here and there, but this shit, hell no. People be on our Discord being like, "Where's the fucking episode? Where the fuck is it?"
I'm gonna apologize real quick for Shotcast this week because I didn't know that we didn't have a Shotcast Saturday up. And that's my fault.
Yeah.
I want to give a big happy birthday to my friend Cece. Her birthday was Saturday. And yeah, man, I took her and her friend out. They got to get shit faced. Soul Decision is the name of the band.
Close. You had half the name right.
Yeah.
Soul Decision. That's some one-hit wonder shit. That's like New Romantics.
But man, we got out and them two old ladies was partying, man. Cece had her friend. She was nobody my age, really.
Yeah.
So I just kind of watching them women dance, and I stayed in the corner of the bar, stone cold sober, because they were pretty drunk.
Yeah.
And, a couple women trying to get out and get drunk. There's always going to be dudes at the bar. It's going to try to fuck with them and shit like that. I just, sat around and prevented. Made sure nothing got out of hand. Didn't stop nobody from having a good time. I didn't pounce them when some dude came around wanting to dance with them or nothing like that. You know.
You were the DD, not the PP.
Yeah.
Designated driver, not the party pooper.
Yeah.
Or the
now, there has been situations where guys have told me when I took CC out so CC could drink before that she was coming home with them tonight. And I'm like, no, cuz that ain't going to be how it's going to work. I'm sorry, but you're going to want to move on. And then they'd act like they wanted to fight with me. And I'd be like, look, man, I ain't, and look, dude, these dudes that are hitting on her are like 60 if they're a day. And I'm like, look, motherfucker, I ain't about to fight no 60-year-old man. But if you want to go, take the first swing and I'll fucking let you out, I guess. But
so you can claim self-defense and so you don't get charged for fucking elderly abuse.
Yeah, it's like, dude, don't waste your drinks on her. Go find somebody else. She told me that she wanted me to make sure she's getting home tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do that. I'm sorry. And, didn't nobody ever take that swing. Usually when you lay that out, they'll fucking figure it out.
Yeah, that's where it shows, like the dudes, if they have any sort of fucking balls, they would take it. If not, they won't do shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I just don't want to fight no old man.
Yeah, exactly. It just feels like wrong. It's like fighting a child. It's just like, oh.
Now
how did I get yourself into this? Like, fuck.
I had a dude kick his own ass in front of me at the bar one night trying to get to me. That was pretty fun.
Hit yourself. No,
okay. Dude, this fucker, and this is what's funny is I later became friends with this guy.
Oh my God.
So I know he don't remember it. There was a gay man that would come into the bar from time to time. And he and I had become pretty good friends. So I'd see him at the bar. I'd go talk to him and, I'd sit with him or I'd sit beside him, have a few beers. And I smoked at the time. So I'd go out and smoke a cigarette. Hang on, let me get rid of this. And he's got a pillow over there. I didn't just throw him. But what was I saying? Okay, so this dude comes up to me and goes, "Did you know that man was and he said the F word, not the fun one either."
Yeah.
And it kind of threw me back for a minute, but I wasn't trying to fight with nobody, and he wasn't out there, and this guy was harmless. So I'm gonna smoke my cigarette at this point.
Mhm.
And I said, yeah, I knew. Don't care. Well, you go sitting there talking to him all the time, people gonna say you're a fan, you know.
Whatever, yeah.
And I said, oh well, that's fine with me, I guess. Who gives a fuck what these old people think about?
Yeah. You're from a fucking bygone era. Like,
And
go
so
home.
I'm like, okay, whatever. And then he was like, then he asked me if he kept saying the F word. I'm just gonna say gay, but he's like, you gay?
Yeah.
And I was like, now here is where I was like, okay, now we're gonna have some fun. And I was like, I don't know. What are you proposing?
Mm-hmm.
How much you got? And he goes, you calling me gay?
Why? Because you're just fucking simple question.
And
I'm
I
so
said,
ultra defensive, ultra macho, toxic masculinity over there.
And I said, well, a man can dream, can he? And so he took a swing at me, and there was a chair between us. And when he took a swing at me, he tripped over the chair and took down the chair, knocked over the table, and then landed face first on the concrete right in front of me.
What a fucking moron.
And then he just kind of laid there like he knew what he did. And he was so drunk he couldn't stand up either. And I was just standing there. And by this point, I'd finished my cigarette, and I was like, that didn't work out for you, did it, bud?
Yeah.
And then I tossed
You're
my
gonna feel
cigarette.
that in the morning.
I went back in the bar and I forgot about this dude. And so anyway, I show up. God, this is about 3 months later. I'd told the story to some friends of mine, and we got to the bar, and there he was sitting at the bar, and I was like, "Oh, that's the guy," but I hadn't told him that it was him yet. And so I came over, and there wasn't nowhere else at the bar except right beside him to squeeze in to order my beer. So I pulled up the chair, sat down right beside him, and ordered a beer, and I was waiting on her to bring it to me. And then he turned around, "Oh, are you new around here?" And he put his hand out and introduced himself. So that's how I know this fucker was drunk and does not remember anything.
Yeah. I was gonna say, if his head hit the floor, that's already out of his fucking brain. Concussion City, bitch.
He turned next time he introduced himself and he did not remember me. He did not remember this. He did not remember anything.
Or he just probably blocked out of his memory as like an embarrassment so much he just don't remember it.
I don't know. I've talked to him a lot since. And I asked one of the ladies there. I was like, I almost got in a fight with him one time, and I don't think he remembers that. And she told me that there was a point where he was coming up here. Like now he comes up, he gets a few drinks, he gets good and buzzed, he gets happy and has a good time and does whatever. So, but there was a point where he was he's going through a divorce.
And so that's when the heavy drinking comes in.
And he was real depressed about it. And he was coming up here already shit-faced. And
oh my God.
And a lot of the people there they were doing this thing where they were giving him water in a beer bottle a lot and just not telling him. You know what I mean? They wasn't charging him for it, but they weren't, they just weren't running his tab because they knew they wasn't going to get in trouble for this guy.
And exactly.
They felt sorry for him, didn't want him to have to go back home. So they were basically giving him a host to come up. Oh, hey, I just got the notification. Shotcast Saturday just uploaded.
Hell yeah. Yeah, because I'll have it set as a bot instead of having to us manually put in the link and shit.
Yeah, good call, man. I wish we could make a bot to upload it from here. That'd be nice. Someday we won't even do this show. It'll just be a bot.
Bro, it's gonna be AI versions of us talking, but it's
Yeah.
gonna be like the most like ridiculous shit. So we're gonna feed it hours of our content. It's, like I don't know if you ever seen those videos, like these videos. This one guy feeds an AI like 15,000 hours of stand up comedy, and then actually the AI actually does a stand up thing, and it's the most dumbest fucking shit ever.
Oh, dude, I want somebody to do that with us. Feed it because we have hundreds of hours of content. Feed
Oh
AI
yeah,
150. Give it 24 hours of the Guns and Radio podcast, and
yeah,
ask it to make a new one or write
yeah.
us a bit or something, and then
To
let's
make us
play
at
that.
least a short play episode or something. That would be
That'd be a
fucking
great episode. Next time I see one of those videos on TikTok, I'm going to see if I can get in touch with the creator, and we'll see if we can't make that happen.
dude. That'd be awesome. That'd be
But
funny.
dude, you just went on vacation, man. You got some warm weather. You got to
Oh, it was fucking nice, bro. Went from like 90 plus Fahrenheit, and now it's like fucking cold and windy as shit in Toronto. It sucks. I'm like,
oh, that does suck.
I'm like, guess what? I already lost whatever tan I had in about like 4 seconds. So
Tell me something little that I wouldn't think of that I take for granted that you notice about being in the United States when you come to
I'm like,
visit.
just a variety of like shit that's in like department stores and supermarkets and all that stuff. And like half the stuff we never get in Canada, or it takes like 2 years for them to bring it to Canada. It's
Do you
ridiculous.
have other things, or is it just like you just don't have that much variety? Period.
It's probably like a little bit less variety, and then there's like certain products that still haven't made their way. Like if I go through like the alcohol section of like a Target, I'm seeing like every other fucking beer company now has like a hard seltzer, and like we only have like White Claw and Bud Light, but we only have
Hey,
like three
listen,
flavors of Bud Light seltzer. There's like fucking sour Bud Light this. I'm like, wow, Jesus Christ, too much options.
I'm going to give you some. I'm going to tell you something about that. They all suck except White Claw.
Yeah, pretty
All
much
of
from what I noticed.
So you're not missing anything.
Yeah.
What else? What else is different? It was so there's the variety of things you can get at the store. What else would an American tell me something little that you just notice when you come up here that you're like, oh, that's different while it's fresh in your mind?
I feel like stuff there is priced reasonably well, I guess, depending where you're going. And I think even just like selection of things too. Just like even to buy like the stores, I'm like, we don't have any of this shit back here. Like, fuck. I mean, I wish fucking Target was still here in Canada, but that was a
Yeah.
whole train wreck abomination.
That was the thing you told me that I couldn't believe that they don't have Target in Canada.
Yeah. So the plan with like Target, they created their own like Canadian division for a while. They're like planning this for years, whatever. But like the thing with Target, like people here in Canada expected, oh, we're gonna get similar like this, almost like similar to those American products they had there, like the ones you could only get there in the States. Where they're gonna bring those products here, and we're gonna have like similarly competitively priced products and stuff like that. But then they realized the WalMarts and all these other supermarkets and shit were more cheaper.
Yeah. Well, they are
Yeah.
here too.
Yeah. But I mean, like the thing with Target too, they went like way too hard, way too fast. There's like, okay, well, here's 120 stores across an entire nation, and like
Oh,
we're totally gonna make a profit in a year, and they fucking didn't make much. They lost $2 billion in 2 years,
ooh,
which is fucking brutal.
that is brutal. Well, see, that's the thing about Target and Walmart. We have a Target right across from our Walmart in Jefferson City. You don't go to Target to for the same thing that you do. Oh shit, my girl's here. I
Damn
thought
it.
she's here early. You go to Target to avoid going to Walmart.
Mhm.
Well, let's see. I'll tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. Last week on the show, we had a great fucking show, by the way.
Oh yeah, that was really fun with the boys from Getting Head, the Buckethead podcast.
Yeah. They which by the way, I don't know if we properly said thank you to them or
Yeah,
not, but
dude, shout out to them. They put on a good show too. I even listened to some of their stuff afterwards. I'm like, they put on a great show too. So definitely check them out. They're on Spotify. They're pretty much everywhere too. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I was going to play the GNR fan fiction, but I don't have it on my computer.
Ah, shit. That is also on their feed, dude. That was with us.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
funny because they mistook us for Appetite for Distortion.
Oh,
And they're like,
man, we
"Oh shit, we're
shouldn't
so
have
sorry." I'm like, dude, it's all right. There's only 3 of us here.
Which one of you is Brando?
One of you fuckers. Get that
Man, I wish one of those fucking celebrities he's interviewing would make that fucking mistake.
Yeah. Wait, who are these schmucks? There's one of you. There's 2 of you assholes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got to go let somebody in my apartment. So, Chris, what are we going to do here? How are we going to fill the dead air so that we don't have any?
Shoot, I don't know. What could we do? Well, I mean, we can't just throw it to the shitty music video, can we?
No, we can't just play the music video. I want to see that. I'll tell you what. I'm going to step out. You tell everybody day by day what it was like in America, and I'll come back in when I return.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Cool. Good plan. See, we're problem solvers here on Guns and Radio.
We try. Oh man. So I wasn't there long in the States. I was actually around Arizona. So anyone else listening to Arizona, shout out. Y'all have a great state there. Holy fuck, your highways are clean. Also, there's more lanes on your highways. Holy shit. And they're much easier to drive on than like Ontario highways. So ones here fucking suck. And then half of them you have to pay by like the kilometer for, or mile in your case. Sorry, I got to go imperial, no metric system. That's one gripe I have. And now I'm just talking to myself. So I hope you like this. Please, just enlighten me as well. It's just great. I don't have to go to an actual liquor store. You can go to a fucking supermarket and buy liquor. Ontario sucks for that reason because you have to go to an actual liquor store. And the only other place you can get liquor is like just beer and wine in a grocery store, and it's still overpriced as shit. So there's that. But yeah, man, it was good. It was in Arizona with some family. Good to get some sun and some nice ass weather, which is great there. I mean, at least at that time in Arizona, it's good. I know I went one time in like July or August, and it was fucking 100 Fahrenheit plus, and it was hotter than balls. So I can see why there's a downside to this shit, but it was hot in the hot when it needed to be and nice and cool in the evening. So the weather was good. I can't complain about that. Dustin Bonez is back. All right. So now I don't feel like an idiot talking to myself.
Well, sorry about that, folks. So I take it now. I'm going to pretend I heard your whole story.
Yeah.
And I'm going to react to it. That sounds awesome, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. It's awesome to get some good weather in and some good deals and some clothes and shit. So
yeah. Did you
I go to Target and fine. Yeah, I was doing like poolside shit here and there. Did some hikes, some trails. We did a little bit of like touristy shit. So anyone in Arizona who knows where that Fountain Hills Park, it's like I think like the biggest fountain I think in America. And this thing like shoots off every hour. But like it was too windy when we went, so it didn't shoot off any water. So I was like, buzzkill. But we got a nice walk around the park, so that was cool.
Yeah. Well, at least you had a good time. You got some America. When's your next America?
Yes. So end of April, last week of April. If anyone is in the Florida area, if you're in Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Florida, you could probably find yours truly there. So.
All right. Well, there you go. Come see Caputo live and in person.
Hell yeah.
In Florida. I wish I could make it, man. I would love to. I'd love to hang with you outside of this screen here for a change.
Oh yeah. Don't worry. I think that may happen this summer. At least now with like a lot of travel rules getting relaxed now. At least here in Canada too. Like, so starting April 1st, you basically only have to take like a rapid test to leave the country. You don't have to take one to come back.
Well, starting in May, expect to start getting invited to a bunch of shit.
Hell yeah. And plus they finally removed the mask mandate here, so
we need to go to Riverport together. We cannot be doing a Guns N' Roses podcast. You come down here and get close to me, and we don't go to Riverport.
Bro, I'll come for a weekend. If there's a concert on the weekend, let's do it.
Yeah, something good will come to Riverport. I'm going to a few this summer already, so
All right.
something will come up. And before I buy tickets, I'm gonna go. Yo, Caputo,
Yeah.
should I get 2?
Yeah. Let me know. I'll be down. I'll take
Now there's
a
Danzig.
whole long weekend. Danzig? Maybe.
I'm trying to get somebody to go with me to Danzig, but that's going to happen in Kansas City, not St. Louis.
Ooh.
But still, and plus it's Danzig. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody.
Yeah.
And I get my friends not wanting to drive all the way from
Yeah.
Mississippi to here to go see Danzig.
Yeah. I feel you.
Because most
Look
of
at
them
this.
only know they're going to hear Mother, She Rides, a bunch of songs they
Yeah.
never heard of, and maybe one Misfit song if they're lucky.
Unless he's doing like all Elvis covers.
Oh, if I get there and it's all Elvis covers, I'm going to be pissed.
Refund.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, we've got, you want to watch the music video? You want us to?
Yeah, so this is one like my sister's boyfriend showed me. Like they're like, oh yeah, we totally watched this music video. It was like the fucking most ridiculously funny dumb shit. And, like you should totally watch this on your podcast. I said, all right, bring it on.
Okay, well, we're going to watch it. We do, if you want to recommend, I know Frost has a queue of them in our Discord that he's sent that he wants us to check out.
Yeah,
and we're going to get to those later. And
we got those. We got I believe you mentioned the Saving Abel one in like when we were the last Adler song we reviewed, where we just compared him to other bands of 2012. That was fucking funny. We're like, oh yeah, Fozzy.
All right, so we're gonna watch a music video. What's the name of this song before we get started?
So it's called Chinese Food.
Chinese Food.
Chinese Food. It's basically about a white woman's love for Chinese food.
Uh-huh.
Yes. That's all I know. I've only seen like 30 seconds of this and like very few snippets.
I saw
this
like
is fucking ridiculous.
5 seconds at the very beginning because we couldn't stop it from playing when we initially uploaded it to watch with you guys. So here we go. I'm going to hit play. We're not going to do a countdown. By now, you should figure out that you can watch the video version of our show if you go to Spotify.
Yeah, and shout out to those who are watching the video version on Spotify. Our percentage of people listening there has increased. So shout out to you guys. And if you're not, you're fucking missing out, man. Watch us and all your other fucking favorite podcasts that, support the video format on Spotify. So
that's right. So we're probably going to pause this if something wild happens. I have no idea what to expect in this bit, so I'm going to crank it up just a little bit. And here we go. Oh, I know that guy. What's he making? Oh, wait, that's not the guy I was thinking of. What? Wait. Hang on, we're going to rewind. We already rewinded. I wish I could understand what the fuck he was saying because these noodles he's cooking and then they just explode into
Bro, was he cooking like the Infinity Stones for them there?
He was making Snapchat noodles.
Bro, he was fucking cooking up some fucking Infinity Gauntlet noodles for Thanos, and then the double rainbow comes out there.
This is what happens when you buy the gay pasta. I know this because I only buy gay pasta for this very reason. So it'll shoot a rainbow across the house. I was not
fabulous.
This got fabulous awful quick, but okay. Yeah. All right, here we go. Skittles taste the pasta. Wait, what's he making? Is this girl like 12?
Probably. It's like another Rebecca Black thing.
On the street and I'm getting grumpy.
I love the slow motion badass turnaround after
like,
she knocks.
Fuck this garbage can.
Yeah, she
I don't care about the environment. Let him litter.
While nobody's there to see her do it.
Yeah.
And then does the slow motion turnaround like she's a badass.
Yeah, they do this right as the sun sets and the park closes, so everyone's like getting the fuck out of there.
What the fuck? Some kind of euphoria from knocking over this bench. No, she saw Chinese food. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You didn't see this like 10 minutes ago before you knocked over the shit while you was throwing a bitch fit?
Yeah, what the hell? Do you have like a vision problem? It's got tunnel
Obviously.
vision, but in one eye. This eye just goes blind.
I'm going to rewind this just a little bit so we can give this girl a mental health diagnosis here. Let's see.
She's like Beyonce. She only looks to the left, That's it.
Is this supposed to be ridiculous?
I think so, yes.
I hope so. Who the fuck are you? Why are you in my store?
Well,
Yeah,
get the fuck out. Let's go.
Yeah. Please order something or leave. Please
This
leave.
9-year-old at the cash register doesn't have time for your shit.
But yeah, look at her just trying to keep that fake smile up for all she's got. Oh God,
I just want the
another
money.
one. Yeah. Oh God, I fucking hope so. Hang on.
Oh shit.
Hang on. We made too much fucking progress to accidentally click rewind
Ciao,
away.
moo. It's like making it rain. What? That doesn't make sense.
You're supposed to do that with money to look like a badass.
Yeah,
in a
you
music
don't
video.
make it rain noodles. That's so.
Okay,
What,
look,
you think
we
that's their
do
currency,
this.
you racist?
We do this in real life.
Yeah.
In music videos, you need a stack of cash.
Yeah.
Or maybe yen. I don't fucking know.
Well, that's Japanese. The Chinese dollar, I don't know what it is.
Is it the won, maybe?
Possibly, or is that South Korea? I'm not sure.
Alexa, what kind of currency do they use in China? The won.
Oh, the won. Okay, so you were right.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to this bullshit.
She's like punching numbers. Yeah. You're gonna pay. You rich. You got money. $50.
Oh yeah, I love how every time the girl turns around, the girl.
And she's
at the
doing dirt
register-
off her shoulder. What are you, JC?
None of this looks appetizing, by the
You got
way.
chicken wings.
Okay, listen, bitch. Chicken wings are not Chinese.
They sell them at Chinese restaurants, but who the fuck orders them? They give them away for free. At least the one near my house. Like, yeah. You have a big order, we give you Chinese chicken wings for free. I'm like, no one fucking wants chicken wings from a Chinese restaurant. They'd rather get them from a pizza joint than a fucking Chinese restaurant.
She's ordering off the kids' menu.
Bro, people go to Chinese restaurants for all that MSG, and that's it.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it beautiful. I mean, yeah, Chinese food is good.
Yeah, it
But
depends
you
where
don't
you go,
need-
though.
You don't need chopsticks for an egg roll, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, now they're just merging like Asian cultures now.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, they're different in ways, man. They're not all the same, you fucking racist. Jesus.
You can't tell her that.
It's fucking angering me.
Yeah, get you up out of that pudding you were just mixing up with those chopsticks.
Were there like dumplings in there? I don't know. You will
You'll
find a new
find-
friend. You
Yeah.
fucking need one.
You're gonna need to, because you're not gonna have many when they see this music video.
Yeah, they're all going to disassociate with you. Like, oh god, with her. Unless this
You
goes
can't-
viral for like the wrong reasons, like it goes like Rebecca Black style, then
This is somebody that looked at Rebecca Black and said, "Hey, that's a good idea. I should do that."
yeah,
and I
it's like,
don't think that's the message the internet tried to send.
it's like I can do that, but stereotypical and possibly racist.
Oh God, yeah, this is
America.
Oh my God! Now
It's
what?
a Panda Express.
What the fuck? No. Okay, see, I was trying to give her a pass on the racism up until this part.
Come on. Oh, you're friends with a panda. Those things aren't friendly. They eat people's heads off.
You know that panda will fucking kill you, right?
Bro, yeah, pandas invented social distancing. They'll fuck you up if you go within 6 feet of them.
Listen, man. Okay. Listen, kids. We need to make a public service announcement. Children watching this, first
Yeah.
off, fuck off. Secondly, if you're still here and you're like 12 years old and approached by a man in a panda costume and he's trying to get you to leave the restaurant with him, it ain't to frolic in a fucking field like
Hell
this
no,
video.
that's the sexual harassment panda right there from South Park.
Oh, I forgot.
Sexual harassment panda.
I think Chris Hansen needs to get paged on this. I hope somebody tags Chris Hansen in the comments on YouTube.
Should get him to do a cameo and look at this and be like, "Yep, it's definitely a predator."
Oh man! Oh, look at her trying to tickle her and shit. Oh, I can do that. I don't like this.
Yeah. Green screen.
Oh wait!
Bro, you just compared. Oh, come on, that's fucking racist. That's so fucking racist. Dude, look where it lands. Oh, he's playing Monopoly and it lands on Oriental Avenue. That is fucking racist. I'm sorry.
I didn't even notice that. I haven't even looked back up since you took off the mask and I had to pause it.
What? This should be flagged for fucking racism.
This is pretty racist, yeah.
This is so racist.
I was trying to not call it racist there for a little while, but this is and it's that sad unintentional racism that's just ugh.
It's Rebecca Black, but racist. They have the token black guy rapper here too, and I think it's the same guy.
I think it is. It might be. I don't know.
Don't be a busy bee.
Why are you at this little girl's sleepover, man?
Yeah. Oh my. What the fuck?
Listen, man. There's a. Have you ever heard? Okay, there's a porno called The Dancing Panda. Okay, and he goes to parties with girls, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh yeah, the one where he goes to the bachelorette parties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think this motherfucker's in the right place.
Yeah, this looks like something
I don't like
lost
where
on
this is
fucking
going.
Gary Glitter's terabyte hard drive of John Foyle.
Yeah, this was Gary Glitter's favorite music video, right? Fucking now.
Yeah.
Oh
much.
Lord. Here we go.
Chinese food, egg roll, and chop suey.
And he's doing all this shit. Was it just doing all that shit? And there's a poor Chinese girl or Asian girl
Yeah.
behind him, like cringing, like.
I mean, he's got the fucking hat on there too. It's like, oh come on, that just evokes like weird vibes.
Why is it looks like he's in a diaper?
And that's why, yeah.
It looks like he's wearing sweatpants and one of those big thick hoodies, and now he's in a diaper.
He's wearing like leggings, like sport, like athletic leggings underneath a pair of shorts.
Oh my god, this is awful.
Use the chopsticks.
I use chopsticks. Chop that ass.
Listen,
So
man.
much
Okay.
emphasis on the chop.
Parents, anybody out there with children, get a good look at this man and don't let him near your children.
Yeah, force your local police department to put him on the registered sex offenders list at this point.
Yeah.
He's coming for anyone with no talent.
Oh yeah.
That looks like Jello.
No, that was sweet and sour. I can tell you that. At least that.
I've seen better sweet and sour.
Oh, what the fuck?
Bro, this is literally the most racist thing towards all Asian
Oh my
cultures.
god, this just took a fucking hard ride. Like every time I think it can't get worse, it finds itself. No, I don't want to see a grown man dressed as a panda.
They're like lightly tapping him.
Bunch of fucking preteens. No. Now he's coming downstairs, like he's been upstairs with it. Oh, this is his house. Here, have a fortune.
Here's your fortune. Yeah. Oh, come on. That's terrible CGI.
This is just awful. What?
Oh my god, even more racism. All right.
Yeah, of course we got to have a gong in there.
Yeah. Wow. That was horribly racist.
My god.
Jesus God. How do people find these things on the internet?
I don't know. You showed it to me.
Yeah, play my sister's boyfriend.
I think your sister needs a new boyfriend, bud.
He's actually a really good guy. Trust me.
I don't know, man. I
Then
don't
again,
know
he is
much
very
about
white,
his
so I don't
internet
know.
search history. But
Please, half it's probably like Dungeons and Dragons. So let's be real.
somehow. Oh my god. Oh man. We're gonna that one's getting a thumbs down for me.
Yeah, that's probably
No.
one of the worst music videos we watched ever. And we watched Rebecca Black's Friday on here.
Oh man, I feel like I need to take a shower now.
Dude, exactly. I feel like you need to go to sensitivity training just because.
Who looked at any part of this music video and said, "You know what, this is a good idea.
Yeah, this will get 1 million streams on Spotify. For what?
Let's just have a grown man pillow fighting with a bunch of girls dressed as a panda."
Yeah, that was really fucked up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to have boys in your room, not much less a fucking grown ass
Yeah. I'm like,
motherfucker in a panda costume. So he
even
can't be
worse.
recognized by the police.
Yeah, the fucking sexual harassment panda over there.
Oh my god. And then at the end when they were all wearing the face paint. Oh Lord.
Oh,
Jesus.
dude, it literally was just like racist towards all Asian people. It was like racist to the Chinese. Then it went to like Japanese stereotypes. I think they may have thrown a Korean stereotype in there.
Somewhere probably.
What? Like, stop. Do your research. Stop blending all this shit into one. Come on.
Oh, raise your kids better, people.
Exactly. Use the internet for good, not for shit like this.
Oh man. What's this fucking song we're gonna look at today?
I was gonna say we need a fucking good palate cleanser after this. We are listening to "Fading" by Adler's Appetites.
Oh, good. Did this one have a music video?
To my knowledge, no.
Okay.
I don't think so. This is Adler's Appetite, where they only had like 2 EPs.
Okay. All right. Let's see if this is. All right. Let's give it the old rewind now that it's connected. Let's take a look. Little sad song sounds like it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
The lights go down in another town as the music echoes through the night. Another stage, another sold out crowd. Something new.
I mean, so far, like, it's reminded me of something, but I can't remember what it is.
A little bit. Like, this is from, let me see, this is also from 2012.
Oh, okay.
More 2012 Adlers. So it's like, and it's like a totally different lineup every single time this guy does anything.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
His bands keep firing him for doing drugs.
Right, and people want to dislike Guns N' Roses for having a rotating lineup. Dude, Steven Adler, I think, has even a bigger rotating lineup. A fun fact about this actually says on the Wikipedia page for the EP the song is on, it literally says, oh, after this was released, basically everyone in this fucking band left except for the guitarist.
Huh.
Before this album was released, so.
Wow.
It's like, wow.
Okay, well, let's get going. We got four. We still got about 4 minutes of this shit to go, so let's get through it.
Just don't feel right. It gets so lonely sometimes. Wishing you were here tonight.
I'll tell you what it reminds me of. I remember you by Skid Row.
A little bit. I was gonna say Whitesnake.
Is that Whitesnake? Oh,
no. Well, no, you're right about it. I remember you Skid Row. But this gives me
okay.
like the intro to fucking Here I Go Again, where it's like slow, and then da 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 da, and then the chorus hits.
Yeah.
They literally just made a Whitesnake song.
Oh well, let's see if they can keep it up. I mean, I don't hate it. so
Yeah,
far.
it's not terrible. It's definitely one you throw the lighters up for.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's not bad. I mean, well, let's see what like the second verse, maybe the next chorus gives us. I do have lyrics actually for this one, thankfully. One of the
All
few
right.
Adler songs we have lyrics to.
Let's do the second verse and then we'll read some lyrics.
All right.
Talk about hopes and our dreams. When you wake up, I'll be gone. Just a memory. Yeah. You're so crazy here sometimes. You can't tell the days from night. I've been fading into the night. Maybe this time we'll finally get it right. Can't explain it. I won't even try. With a little faith, we'll finally get it right.
All right. I mean, yeah, it's let's hear some lyrics. Maybe
All
that.
right. Yeah. So we'll start from the top here. The lights go down in another town as the music echoes through the night. Another stage, another sold out crowd. Something doesn't feel right. And it gets so lonely here sometimes. And like the chorus here, it goes, yeah, I'll be fading into the night. Maybe this time we'll finally get it right. I can't explain this. I won't even try. With a little faith, we'll finally get it right. So it's basically about a chick that he must have just broke up with, or she broke up with him. And then it's like, oh, I'm so alone. Oh no, I only have my bandmates and like,
well, it's a power ballad.
a line of pussy. Oh no. I fucked so much pussy, but I still remember you. Oh no, is that love? Oh my god, no way.
Yeah, sure it is. Could be.
I mean, if according to Steel Panther, yes.
All right, let's get through the rest of it here.
Yeah, let's get a solo.
We're about halfway through, so let's see what this guitar solo sounds like.
Very melodic.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, it fits the tone of the song very much. Ballad style.
Yeah. It's reminding me of something else too. I just can't remember what it is. If the singer was a little more powerful,
yeah, it's okay. If they got like the singer from Adler, like that guy, probably I think would have been a bit better.
Oh yeah, it might have been. I feel like they got something here. It's just definitely not firing.
Like the talent on this EP is really good. You have Steven Adler, Alex Grossi from Quiet Riot, Chips Enough from Enough's Enough.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not clicking with me.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't hate it. Like, I can't pick out really anything wrong with it. I just
yeah.
Oh, there it is.
It's fading. Literally.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and fade it out and be done with it.
Yeah. You know what this really actually sounds like? It sounds like a fucking, like, something that they made for, like, Dizzy Reed's solo album. But, like, probably got cut.
Yeah.
That's what's giving me, like, something like Dizzy Reed fucking rock and rolling easy vibes, kind of.
I don't know. I thought Dizzy's solo
the singer
album
sounds like a little bit like Dizzy Reed. A little bit.
Kinda, a little bit.
Yeah. They should have got Dizzy Reed to sing on this.
Who is the singer?
Rick Stitch.
What was he in?
famous for being in a Canadian singer-songwriter, best known as a singer for Lady Jack Hotel Diablo, which who?
What?
Um, it says Guns former GNR guitarist Gilby Clarke was enlisted to produce Lady Jack's debut album. So there's another GNR connection,
Huh.
which is
Well.
very interesting. Yeah, and he played for a bunch of random bands: Steady Ground, um, Firstborn Unicorn, and The Other Side of Morning. So if anyone's ever heard of those bands, cool, but it sounds so
I
fucking
never
random.
have.
Yeah.
Well, that was that. Do you want to talk about it anymore, or do you want to just give ratings and be done with it? Because I don't really know what else I would say about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go first quickly. It's all right. It's not a terrible song. It's pretty mid, to be honest. So for me, it's just like 3 out of 5. I would listen to this again, but like very sparingly. I mean, it's just middle of the road. Nothing like special. Nothing that really sticks out for it. Like lyrically, it's okay. It's not as bad as what we did last week. So
No.
no, that was horrifically awfully lyric.
I thought
But
like last week's wasn't that bad for a Duff record.
yeah, it was probably some of the best we'll get, at least so far. I think it was one of the better Duff songs we did, but that was just lyrically stupid. And thank you to our guests for pointing that out. Like, holy shit, it was just dumb. But this isn't bad. I feel like it's just by the numbers. Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's just eh. So like
Yeah.
3 out of 5. I think it'll pass that 3. It was right at that 3 mark. It's nothing like terrible because there's not really much terrible with it. It's just like flat. It's like eh.
Yeah.
It's something that makes you go, wow, this is really fucking good. Or just like, wow, this is passable. This is fine.
Yeah.
Slightly above fine. It's like a 60%.
For me, I can't find anything to really bitch about. I mean, it's not a horrible song, but it's not one that I'll probably ever listen to again. It didn't do it for me at all. As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
it's bored me more than anything. So, I thought it was a boring song, and I don't know. It seemed like you said, there was a lot of talent there, but for some reason that talent never did click for me in that song. So I'm going to give it a 1. I mean,
all right.
I'm sorry, I just didn't like it. I don't know why I don't like it. Maybe it's just, that's just it because it bored me and killed my vibe a little bit. It brought me down. So
I mean, it's all right. Like you can fucking sway to it, whatever. But like, eh. I can see why. Like for me, it got a little boring too.
Yeah, I was done before the guitar solo. I was done personally.
Yeah.
So, well, you made it all the way to the end of the podcast. Shit, you are fucking good. And you know what? Your mother said you'd never amount to anything, and I told her that that was incorrect the last time that we had sex. Anyway, tune in tomorrow because tomorrow we're going to go live for Guns and Radio, and if we're not there, then something probably happened unexpectedly. Hopefully nothing will happen, and we'll get to go live for Guns and Radio tomorrow. And, of course, if you don't know where to watch when we do go live, you can go to gunsandradio.com and get your links to all of our platforms right over there. But thank you for listening today, and thank you for making it all the way to the end. Fucking that's awesome, dude. Kick ass. Good on you. You're a real fan. We like those. Real fan. Fuck that. You're a real friend. A real pal. That's right. You're a pal. And a trooper. And a gentleman and a scholar. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We'll see you next time. I'm Dustin Bonez. Good night, everybody.